cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for war, man, forget my peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. And stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Nice keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution.
Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, evening, depending on where you're at in this lovely world. Good morning, Cece, Run Amok, Nothing But Love, Blue Hoodie, Kara, Monica, the one that never called, Andrea, Corvid, Sky, Lady of the Night, Funkle, Lucy, Live, Laugh, Lobotomy, Darkwick, Surely Not Temple, clever nickname. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Toa, did I say hi, Run Amok? If I didn't, double hi. Jennifer, hi, how's everyone doing today? Court, GSH, Namen. What are we doing today? Yes, that's what we're doing. Roz canceled her members only live stream. Hi, Megan. And Janelle, if I didn't say hi, double hi. Yes, she canceled her live stream. I'm not offended. Hello, Pussy Pez. And Ozzy, I kind of think it's a good idea. As much as she was crying yesterday, a lot of us were saying log off, so maybe it's a good thing she's logged off for the weekend. I am curious to see if she'll still put out that content tomorrow. She had that Cook With Me Part 2. Hey, first time here from Gold Cluster, welcome. Where's Foodie? Who knows? That's a great question. I don't know if Ambi's going back to LCU or she's with, what's his name? Ron, the Fifi guy. Yeah, I don't know if she's going over with him. I don't know if Foodie's traveling. I have no idea. I needed the break from Rosie, to be honest. Fair enough. Hi, Bell Pepper. Yeah, so she canceled it tomorrow. Hopefully there's going to be her part 2 of cooking. I really hope there's more dancing. I love the slow dancing. It made my little heart happy. Bouncing over to her Instagram. Share this tab instead. On our way to Syria. Hi, Poetic. I might go live tonight to go over the last vlog we've seen 1,000 times. We are going to go over it today. It's concerning. Is it amazing? Not necessarily, but it is concerning. Her breathing is scary. And people were offended that somebody in her comment section was like, hey, when you're breathing like this, I would maybe get an inhaler. They were saying like, use an inhaler. And people were like, don't be rude. I'm sorry, but it's not necessary. Is it nice? Maybe not, but it's a reality. Yeah, no, it's scary. And the Ativan's even more scary. Yes, I was using Dr. Google yesterday, which is not smart, but hey. And it was talking about Ativan with people that are super morbidly obese. And it talks about being under like strict supervision of a healthcare provider because it can cause like slowing of your breathing and things like that and can draw your pulse ox. Talk to a healthcare provider. So I don't know where she's getting it from. And I know she's not being closely monitored. Someone Rosie Sai should not be on Ativan. You making fun of Sori? Suggesting ideas to help people breathe better is rude, apparently. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it rude? Is it very nice? Maybe not, but it's the truth. Somebody else, it's necessary. Let's be honest, it is. And someone asked the other day about rim job and like, hey, is it a great idea to be with somebody who might not make it to 40? And she was talking about, oh, karma's got to get you. Is it nice? Maybe not, but the way she's going, it might be true. Like, she really should at least address the things she knows she has. Ain't no one prescribed that Ativan? I don't think so. Most doctors won't prescribe a benzo to overweight patients because of the breathing. I mean, she used to be prescribed it regularly, and it does seem like it's a treatment option for super morbidly obese, but that it's supposed to be closely monitored. And we know she hasn't had a sleep apnea test. Yeah, is that the right word? Yeah, sleep apnea test in quite a long time. She doesn't have a pulse ox. She doesn't have any of that. Hi, Tinks. Dr. Jeff, I think so. Especially not without regular check-ins and vitals. That part. Okay, so here's her Instagram. Let's take a gander. I'd rather sit with the honest mess than the polished lie. At least one table tells the truth. The other just decorates it. I know my table. Is it the polished lie? Because we've gone over your lies. So I don't know. Oh, I think after we go over the vlog, I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But I think we might go over Zachary Marie's older video where they go over Roz's Instagram DMs to them. I just kind of want us to look at them and see if we get the suspicion if she was in psychosis at the time, since she's been really pushing out that narrative in the last month. Hi, idiot. I'm curious. I just want to see what vibe we get. Because if you've ever had to deal with psychosis, or someone you know and love has had to deal with it, I feel like it presents a little differently. We'll see. I would like y'all's opinions. Your table is a misused stovetop. Okay, next Instagram post. Let them be wrong about you. Your piece is worth more than being understood by people who weren't really listening. Oh, yeah, I know. Hi, Mish. She's literally, oh my gosh, Blaze. I guess we're going back into the let them theory. If that was the case, I don't know why she's making these posts, because that's not really letting them. Okay. And based on yesterday with her whole, oh, I am trying to avoid the grippy sock vacation, but I can't afford it. Are you letting them? It seems like you need to have a follow-up with your healthcare provider and get that stuff taken care of. Once again, mental health facilities are for immediate threats to yourself and to others. A lot of people may require them more than you. If you are in a healthcare crisis, talk to your healthcare provider, do all the things. Let them lie, let them be a victim, let them twist the story, let them talk, let them believe what they need to. You don't need to defend your truth to people committed to misunderstanding you. Let them go. Let them learn the hard way. Let them face themselves when the silence is louder than the chaos they created. Protect your peace. Choose your growth. Stand in your integrity. That's your power. I had a bout of hallucinations, audiovisual, way back in the early days of antivirals, and I wasn't aware at all where I was or what was real. I couldn't have messaged anyone. Let them shimmy. Yes, spastic. Actually, this is so middle school. I love it. Okay, next. But what has me confused is the first part. She lies. She's a constant victim. Yes, people will go in real life. Gross. Don't order pizzas. Don't do all those things. But she constantly makes herself the victim. Hi, Celestial and Shava. Okay, next. I had two longings, and one was fighting the other. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to admit I was tired. Roz, let them. What is gangstalking in this context? From what I know of gangstalking, it's classified as a delusional disorder. So, okay. A pattern of coordinated harassment, monitoring, that word got difficult, or intimidation, often involving multiple people around the target. Not random, not accidental, engineered pressure. Sorry, just arrived. Who's this? This is Roz's Instagram post in regards to letting them. She's got dogs. What kind of dogs? Okay. How narcissists build the network. They don't announce it. They construct it. Smear campaigns, playing victim, half-truths, omissions, gaining sympathy and loyalty. I'm sorry if y'all watch Roz. Tell me this isn't her. So much. She wanted to say she had two wolves inside of her, didn't she? That's what I got. Playing victim, half-truths, omissions, gaining sympathy and loyalty. She kicks out everybody who disagrees with her. When she talked about the Zachary Marie stuff, for example, she didn't go into the detail when she actually apologized. She didn't say anything about the one thing she did acknowledge was how she talked about Poe, but she didn't talk about bringing up their ex or how she stated Zachary groomed her, all of those things. The projection, what website is that? This is just her Instagram that she posted in the last 24 hours. That should be her dating profile. That's what I said. It's her. It is. It's so exciting. What it can look like. People repeating your private business. Well, if it was private, how would we know about him? I'm just saying. Like, how would I know if it was private? If it was private, I wouldn't know about it. Sudden coldness or hostility from others. Being watched, followed, or coincidentally showing up. Online harassment or coordinated attacks. Your reality being questioned by multiple people. The goal, this is not just drama. It's about isolation, control, reputation destruction, psychological destabilization. There we go, got there. If you can't control you directly, they control the environment around you. Why it feels so disorienting. That word also sounds weird. Because it creates confusion, hypervigilance, self-doubt, fear of speaking. It mimics paranoia, but often has real rational roots. Hard truth, not everyone involved is evil, but they are participating in harm, acting on disordered information. They just don't care about you, prioritizing loyalty over truth. Impact matters more than intent. I don't care about that. I thank my rage for keeping me going when my hope couldn't. All is well when your head is in the sand. Sometimes I look in the mirror and do not recognize the person staring back. She looks tired, older, quieter, mamware, like she has seen too much. And I wonder, when did I start looking like everything I survived? Damn, she's deep. It's incredible. She's so fucking deep. Hi, Brianna and Gummy. She sucks. I love it. Why talk to a therapist when Instagram pop psychology is there? How many are there? We're done. That was it. But she's letting them. She's not acknowledging the haters. She has moved on. She is prioritizing her mental health. She's done with it. Hi, Yelly. Older because you're... That's true, Court. All right, let's see what Roz is up to in this fantastic 17-minute vlog. Hi, Sane. She thinks she's deep, like how I thought I was deep when I was 17. Oh, this has nothing. I mean, you said 17, so my brain just had a ping pong. I saw the pictures Foodles took up. I also saw that she took them down. It was kind of sad to me, just in the sense of like, fuck Chantal the adult, fuck Amberlynn Reed, fuck QuirkyLoveRosee. But it was kind of sad just knowing that the year before, because you could tell from when she was younger to when she was 17, she had put on a lot of weight. When she was 16, we know she was groomed by that adult. So it's like, it was kind of sad. Hello, TM. Okay, let's see.
Hi, welcome to me. All right, so
I hate convertibles.
we just got some B-roll going. I'm feeling my oats in the convertible. It is what it is, you know, copyright.
She's happy. She's having a good time.
Right, gang. Anyway, I hope y'all...
Where'd the gang come from? Hi, Wheels.
...are having a great day wherever you are. This is the same day as the prior Cook With Us video. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out the playlist. And
the playlist, there's one video.
And I hope
the play was one.
That
it was difficult to make a thumbnail of her today. I'm sorry, Roz, but I wish she would get better angles. I think it might be because of her size. Maybe. But she takes up a lot of the screen. It's hard to get all of her in there.
You guys enjoy this vlog. We just had a little bit of an outing. And yeah.
Ears confirmed. Doxing the ears.
I love riding in the convertible.
It's great. I've always wanted a convertible. This is the first convertible I've had. I've owned one.
Okay, you fucking gaslighters. Remember the tattoo says always.
Since I was a kid.
You did good. Like, I swear.
Warning. Her breathing, like I said, is terrifying in this. I hope it is going to be a wake-up call. It probably isn't going to be. But it really is concerning. And he blows his vape in her face. I don't know. I don't know what the secondhand repercussions of vaping is, like blowing smoke in someone's face. I don't know if it has a similar relation to smoking cigarettes. Probably not. I don't know. But when someone's wheezing next to you, I probably wouldn't blow it right into somebody's face.
It's like, I keep forgetting. I opened the door again.
It does? Ah, perfect.
And he was like, excuse me.
Gang, gang, YOLO, we ball. Roz is the coolest girl. It's also just fucking gross. It is. Like, if you've ever worked like food and beverage, well, specifically bars, a lot of them will let you vape. A lot of them won't now because people will blow them in bartender's face. Maybe it's a kink. Everything's a kink, I'm learning.
I was talking about how I keep forgetting.
I've never seen someone have to lay down to get out of a vehicle. I have had to like finagle a 65-inch TV into the backseat of a car, and you really have to like wiggle that bitch to get it out. So I don't know if this is similar because she's 70 inches. Well, last time we knew she was 70 inches around.
Forgetting to not open the door.
Hi, little guy.
This place looks cool.
She has to lay down to get out. Check y'all are on live chat. Yes, make sure you guys are on live chat so y'all don't miss. Are you muted? Am I muted? Can y'all hear me? Hello. Hi, Lisa.
Hello. That controller's.
I do love a Nintendo 65, blowing out the cartridges. Y'all remember those games where you have to use your palm and you have to...
That controller's pretty.
It is pretty. I like it. Is that a PS2? What games? Show me the game. Slow down. Okay, Mario Party 4.
Holy crap.
Zelda. She exits the car, puss first. Wow. Why can't I hear anything? Walk slowly off into the distance alone. Maybe, oh, well, you can't hear me say this. Refresh? I don't know. I'm so sorry.
You know what section I want.
Do I have her sped up? Is this my fault? No. For one. Oh, that was.
Yeah, I know.
I like the store, though.
Ooh.
He's about to say it. He's going to be like, oh, I want it because it's nostalgic. Just say retro. You weren't around for it to be nostalgic. I don't think. It's retro, not nostalgia.
Oh, the records.
Hi, Ford Barbie. Positively dump truck. I don't have a collection of records. I've never collected records. I know it's a big thing for a lot of people. My friend's Paw used to have one, and I remember it played Puff the Magic Dragon. Like, that's the extent of my record knowledge.
Positively dump truck?
777. Seven's my lucky number, even though I hate odd numbers.
Oh. Oh, they have Pokemon Snap? Shut up. Cool.
Does she have fingerless gloves on too, or is that his hand? Oh, those are definitely his hands. Just kidding. Hi. Kitty mouse.
Cool. It's not, dude, but doesn't that require an accessory though?
What?
It's not, dude, but doesn't that require an accessory though?
Is she talking about Pokemon Snap requiring an accessory? No, you just have the controller.
I think so.
Then I had the PS2 until I got my Switch with my own adult money. DDR, bring me back. I want to see Roz play DDR. I don't know if the mats are allowed for her, but I would love to see her play DDR.
That requires an accessory because it's like you're supposed to take pictures.
Oh, interesting, Ozzy. You think past life situation type deal.
I'd have to like Google and check, but cute.
Can you slow down? Like if you're showing stuff, slow down. Stop whiplashing.
Do you want to get the green clear one? That looks cool. Well,
wait.
Google and check, but cute.
Have a great time at work, Rex. And hello, Greenie.
Do you want to get the...
What the fuck is he saying? Okay, one more time. Because it's cheap. Oh.
Cute. Do you want to get the...
Because they're cheaper. Okay.
The green clear one?
How about he just gets the one he wants?
That looks cool.
Heavy breathing. I did warn you.
Well,
the give me makes me so angry. As a middle child, my siblings acted like this. Really?
They're yours. Which one do you want?
I want nostalgia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Too bad they don't...
Actually, there's a term called oh my God, that word. Anemoia. Anemoia. Being nostalgic for a time you never experienced. Is she paying?
Oh, Mario Party.
You're so funny.
One. Nintendo 64. Yeah, they don't have a lot of 64 games right now. Yeah, it's just they have what they have, you know.
She's moving. Positive.
There's a lot more. Ooh,
Oh, I'm so sorry, Andrea. Thank you for letting me know. Burp. Is that better?
These are like.
okay, cool. Let me see what's the 64s over there. Oh wow, this is like a big gaming setup.
See, they got like.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh, old fatback computers. All debt is paid.
I think that's all they have. It's a really old system.
Ma'am, please talk to your healthcare provider about your breathing.
Bruce Lee.
I think okay, so I feel like she should have used this momentum. She walked for 2 minutes there. Maybe a little longer, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. If she kept this up, 3 minutes here, 5 minutes the following day or 2 days, but just small movements. Use it or lose it.
We live with we love.
$10. This is the original box.
Yeah?
It's pocket money.
Babe. Is that one or two?
It's pocket money. Is that showing off?
Do you already have one?
I want to get like the original cover.
Cover,
This
real.
is like the
Okay, fair enough.
rebrand.
I bet on eBay.
Okay.
This is the original though.
Cool. Yeah, that's $10 is a
Cool.
good deal, honestly.
Pocket money, yeah.
They have an event. That's cool.
I like his nail color. I do as well. I wish they would list it. List it.
Yeah, just might be
Okay. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Oh. Did you see Knots? I don't think he was stealing it. I think he used his hoodie because Roz kept asking for fucking everything in the store. So he was trying to keep his hands free. So he like swirled it in his hoodie. Oh my God. Remy started a channel.
Thank you.
Wow. I would say she should wear Heelys. Let me conspire. My cat is pulling a bunch and she wants the door open while she's inside. She's so run. Now you understand, truly.
This is cool. Where's the witchy stuff? I want the witchy stuff. Oh, here, you take the lead. I don't know where I'm going. I'm wandering. Oh my God.
Did I say hi, Glam? If I didn't, double hi.
Oh, is that swords? This place is so cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool store.
Oh, they're umbrellas? Shut up. Oh, sorry.
They're umbrellas.
That's so
She doesn't get out enough if she's amazed by this.
cool. I'm a little loud. I'm
I mean, I like this store. It's cute. Hi, MTG. It's,
be quiet.
you know, if you don't get to see a bunch of stuff like this, it's fun. It's cool that they have them all in one area. You get kind of the knick-knack stuff. I do like the old games. Like I have a 64 upstairs. So it'd be great to replace stuff. It's fun.
This
It's
is
fun.
cool.
It's getting her out of the bed.
Wow.
Okay, go back. Do any of y'all collect anything? I know that's a weird question. Be it shot glasses or dolphins or dragons. If you were, this seems like a good store for you.
I want one of these kinds of journals so bad.
Babe, I'm hinting at something. Babe, get me a journal. Babe.
I love that one.
Do books count? 100%. Tarot decks. My partner loves those dragons. I used to collect MTG cards. I'm Rocky. You collect pandas. We all can hear her breathing, right? Right? Why the fuck would he blow vape directly into her face? Shot glasses and license places? So is this her acting autistic? Can anyone in chat tell me? I'm curious. No, she doesn't have her headphones on or her sunglasses. Crystal's art class. I'm glad he cares about her. Yeah.
Oh my god, you need a goblet.
Beeb.
Maybe not today, but you need a goblet.
You need all
We
these
need a
things.
goblet.
Beep. We need a goblet.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. Intelligent, optimistic, adventurous, labradorite stone and essential oils of tangerine, rosemary, orange, and geranium.
Jerry. Does she mean a cup or a tiny goblet? A cup.
Ooh.
Hey, monk.
Ooh, hold on. Let me see. Let me see the top of the candle. That's so cool. Yes.
At least she's easily pleased, question mark. Doesn't take a lot to get her excited.
Can you open this for me without destroying it? Because I'll destroy it.
Those dinky ass candles were probably $10, probably. Did someone make a timeline of what day it was based on, whether his nail polish is purple or black? I don't think so, chronically. That's a good question. Leg reveal, we're doxing the legs and the ears.
How much are these? That's not too bad.
Say the price.
I wish they were bigger.
Yeah, me too.
That's what she said. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
Okay, before she goes and finger fucks all the grapes, look at her fucking fingernail right here. Hi, Nicoya. They are $10.99. Oh, thank you. Remember, this is why we wash our produce. You're going to see her on all the grapes, but like, look at her fingernails. Dirty.
I love it. It's so cool.
I like his nail color. I do as well. I would like it as a toenail color for myself.
I love that. Baby, do you want to go get a basket?
So he's either A, playing, B, he's squirreling. She's giggling at it and then mentions him getting a basket. So I think she's going off the joke. It looks like he's stealing. I don't know why she didn't put like a note in there, because it is going to cause speculation about people putting stuff in your pockets.
Okay. I love you.
I love you. You're so funny when you look like you're stealing something. It's so hilarious. Oh my God.
Do you not want the cancer one? The cancer candle? Take what back with me? Aww.
Oh my gosh. He did come back to get himself one too. Cool.
Oh, honey. Okay. Cool. Ooh.
Look.
Ooh. Oh my god, wait.
I would be like, can you fucking chill?
No. I actually need I need this. I need the yellow.
Do not let Roz loose the back of a 2007 Spencer's. Please do and film it.
Actually, well, I'll get those somewhere else another time. Oh, I love those. Oh, I love
Babe, I love it. Babe, you said it was pocket money. Babe. My love language is you buy me things. I really do think that's her love language, is gift receiving.
Shit, okay. Oh, I'm going to want to spend every dollar ever.
Of your money. Let me clarify.
If I don't leave this area.
Ooh. You have money with you.
Ooh, Tori.
Not your money.
Tarot. Oh my god.
Do you think you gave her like an allowance?
Baby.
You have $25 to spend in this store.
It's an Ascalado.
It's an Ascalado questions. We've gone over this.
It's keychain.
Oh my god.
Cute.
Is this before or after they went to Axolotl World?
Look at that owl.
Y'all, is this him or a stranger? Who the fuck is this? Is this Rim Job? Roz, probably. What's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. Oh my god, Steffi's babe. Hi, Prez. Hold on, I need to see your fingernails. No, you have a different sweater on, right? Is this him? That has to be him. I think a stranger, non-stranger, different shirt. Same owl, nice catch. I need to see if it's a black sweater. It is a black sweater. I need to see the front of it. Hi, K-Star. Thanks for all of your support after my cancer surgery. I'm so glad you got checked and you did it. Everyone remember early detection saves lives. And K-Star, I'm so glad that you're doing better now. She's asking a lot. She's asked a lot of shit. No, it's a grayish colored shirt. Okay. Stranger. Okay, we're real specific about keeping him out, but not this guy.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a different person. Okay.
I want this axolotl.
Beeb, get me stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ. $33? Excuse the fuck out of me. Ooh. Yeah.
Mish, you shut your dirty horse mouth. My eyesight is perfect. Y'all, if you were in Charlie Gold's chat yesterday, you heard best eyesight in girl world.
Yes, yeah.
So she'll block Remy out, but not randos. She doesn't even block out Remy. We've seen his face twice in vlogs.
I love Pusheen so much. Aww. Wait, I'm a Georgia Peach.
Beeb, I'm a Georgia Peach. Get me this, Beeb. I'm a Georgia Peach, and I love axolotls, and I need a notebook, and I want a candle, Beeb, and a dragon, and a goblet, Beeb.
Oh my God.
And a tarot deck. Oh, he's so cute. Look at this guy.
This one's better priced, and it's an axolotl. Yeah.
They have to touch everything.
See? It's a little cheaper. Yeah.
Kira, Beeb, if we were dragons, we'd be these two, babe.
I'm just really partial to axolotls.
Before this whole escapade, did Roz collect axolotls? Is anybody familiar before they started fucking? Did she collect axolotls?
Is it unicorn cake?
Cute.
Oh, she did not give a fuck. She didn't want this. Don't you have to be born in Georgia to be a Georgia Peach? Wasn't she born in Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, something? I think, yeah, she was born in an in-state, but she was primarily raised in Georgia. No, she never mentioned them before, Remy. I doubt she even knew what an axolotl was. I was literally typing that question.
Levi.
Oh, yeah, Levi. Oh, I think he'd love that.
Isn't isn't her brother into crows/ravens? Is it a crow/raven? I thought it was like the plague mask thing.
Wait, it's like a gothic axolotl. Same.
A gothic axolotl. Beeb, I'm an alt-emo baddie, Beeb.
Price is the other one.
Beeb, if I was a worm, would you love me still? Oh, you know she's that person a bit. Beeb, if I got turned into a frog tomorrow, would you still love me? Sarah Norval, thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships. LV, Susie Q, Funkle Sunny, Chronically Kelly, Divine Feminine. Please enjoy your blowies. Thank you so much, Sarah Norval.
Wait, this one's gonna hurt though.
I haven't seen this yet. Is it an inside joke? Why does she say it like that? She just says it like that because, I don't know, claiming him.
How much is that? $130.
Almost $40, yes.
$5. Absolutely not.
Just go on Amazon. I bet they have them for like $35 for the giant one.
Yeah.
When you constantly say, I want it, it does. It's not like sure, it's sweet, but it's not like he's doing this just to get you something nice. He's doing it because you wouldn't shut the fuck up of I want, gimme.
It's a butterfly.
That person found something real funny. I don't know what the joke was, but I hope you're having a great day.
Fly rabbit. This is really cute.
Beeb, this one.
That's it. Yep, let's go.
United States Navy. All right, he said he went to boot camp in Chicago and everything. We already know he's was in the Navy, excuse me.
Yep, let's go. I want it.
That's the type of laugh that makes you laugh, the contagious ones. Has anyone else seen Bumble Bear? It's a grizzly bear with stripes. What? No.
Get it. Is it more? Get it.
If they're happy, cool. But the way she would annoy the piss out of me. Babe, get it. Babe, I want this. Oh my God, can I get the dragon? Can I get a goblet? Oh my God, can I get a gothic axolotl? Excuse me, ask-a-lotl? Babe, babe. I like my books queer. Babe, I want it. Babe.
A day more?
Because I want one too, babe.
I picked this one out for you.
Okay.
How about you pick this one for me?
Okay.
Okay. She does not read. She spends other people's money so casually. She has not once said, babe, I'm getting you this. No, she doesn't have fucking money with her. This is his money. She talked about as far as knife set and things like that. She was like, I'm going to send him to get.
Yeah, I think I know what one I want to get you, but I don't.
Lil Sarah, I know. And someone commented that and she was like, don't be rude. Ma'am, your breathing is scary. Gothic axolotl.
Okay.
Yeah?
He doesn't seem very excited about him. Check your Discord messages. Uh-oh. Oh my God, I love it, Zing.
Yeah! Yay!
Now let's go to the counter.
Okay.
He does not seem excited. Fine. Let's go to the counter.
Yeah. I mean, we could be here.
Thank you.
Of course. We could be here for.
Did they kiss? What was that?
I mean, we could be here.
Thank you.
Of course. We could be here for hours.
Gotta leave in the little kissy kiss.
Listen. My boyfriend spoils me.
You're a brat inside. I guess this is spoiling, but when you're constantly, I want it, I think he just got it for you. Shut up.
This is his gift. My gift's in the back seat.
I thought you picked out the axolotl for him. Isn't that a thing? You picked it out for him. He got you the journal. You picked out the axolotl.
But this is so thoughtful and so cute. Like,
You said the axolotl was for him.
I can't, you guys.
I think she might be on the Ativad Magnolia, but who knows?
I need to figure out what to name her. My gut
But she's not yours.
instincts, I want to name her Rock.
Share with the class. Oh, okay, hold on. I will show y'all the Bumble Bear. Bumble Bear. How do I download it? If I were more intelligent. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Image file. Bumble Bear. Look at this sweet angel. Look at it. Sing cat, look at this blessing that you sent me. Thank you so much. It's such a cutie patootie.
Axolotl. I think that's really cute.
How am I
Like,
still here? Tiny scar.
I don't know. I like it. It's fun. It's cute. It's fresh. We haven't.
If Scar scrolls back, you can see the price tag. I think someone was saying that the candle was like 11 doll hairs. And they said these out loud. Weren't they like 30 doll hairs? And then the big one was 138.
Really, I don't think we talked about it in the vlog, but we want to get an axolotl one day.
I've heard axolotls. I think you all informed me as well that axolotls are a lot of maintenance. So I don't think that's a great pet for you. What about a pet rock? Cactus?
So, I don't know when, but he's got a tank and setup and everything. It was my
The small book, $12.99. No, you don't.
idea to get the
Hi, Illyria.
axolotl, actually.
Why? No, ma'am, stop getting these talking about getting these creatures. Whenever you start, I know it's difficult, but like getting up and just taking a shower every other day or rinsing off the dishes, something like start worrying about yourself and then another life.
He got me this little
Cacti is too high maintenance for her. I have killed a cacti. Pet rock.
Sagittarius candle.
I think Rimjob could take care of an axolotl. He already has a tank. I guess so. Why? Maybe he had a bunch of fish.
I love it. It smells so good.
That's cool. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. I want to know people's thoughts on being treated like a princess mean. Princess to me is more, is more used when referencing a child, not a partner. I've heard it used as far as why are we pocket watching Remy? I've heard it quite a bit when people talk about relationships, but usually I hear they treat me like a queen. I don't know. Pet rock is a perfect pet for someone with her lifestyle. Yeah, just keep it in the corner of your room. You can give it pets, draw a face on it. When it's mad, you can give it a frowny face. I'm not a princess, I'm an adult woman. Axolotls are literally endangered. I don't think I knew they were endangered, so not a great pet. No.
Look at it.
I'm tired of humans thinking, what if if an animal is cute, it should be a pet. Oh crap! Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna hold on.
Oh my gosh. He's so sweet. I was talking to my mom today when he wasn't in the room. We were on video chat, and she was like, "He's such a sweetie," and I was like, "I know, he's the sweetie pie," because she knows like a lot of stuff that no one knows yet, obviously, and some of which y'all will never know. But I'm hanging out with me and Roxalot. I think Roxalot is gonna stick, and then he picked this one out for me. It's so cute. So happy. Oh, I think he's coming out of the vape shop right now. Hello, good sir.
Hello. So they didn't have the same exact one.
Les gasp.
This is strawberry beavers.
Ooh, tea. Hit it. Blow it in my face. Let me rate it. Oh. Does that not have a cough syrup vibe to you?
No.
Hit it one more time. don't know. I'm picky. Love you. Yeah, that smells like cough syrup to me.
That's just like Pepto-Bismol. No,
How is that any better?
I like the taste of Pepto-Bismol. Like it's like bubblegum medicine.
Sorry, y'all. We are going backwards. Tiny Human has a doctor's appointment Monday, and so he's driving. I guess so. Take me back to Axolotl.
Such a sweetie.
I know y'all just watched it, but I want to watch it again with you guys.
I was like, I know, he's the sweetie pie. Because she knows like a lot of stuff that no one knows yet, obviously, and some of which y'all will never know.
Wait, who is she talking about? He's such a sweetie. And I was like, I know, he's the sweetie pie, because she knows a lot of stuff no one knows yet, obviously, and some of which y'all will never know. What are we never going to know? Just curious.
But I'm hanging out with me and Roxalot.
Her mom. I think she's smoking. I don't think she's smoking. I think it's cool outside and the street light is showing condensation. Probably. And her phone lens is probably a little bit dirty, so it's causing the...
I think Roxalot is going to stick. And then he picked this one out for me. It's so cute.
Man, I should have made this the fucking thumbnail. Look at her face. I don't know. That would have been difficult to get in the frame.
I'm so happy. Oh, I think he's coming out.
Okay, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're getting out of the apartment and doing things.
Out of the vape shop right now. Hello, good sir.
Hello. So they didn't have the same exact one.
Les gasp.
This is strawberry beavers.
I know she's hitting the vape behind the scenes. I know she is. I know on camera she's trying to pretend she does it. Jennifer, why does she care about the flavor of his vape if she's not smoking it? That's what I'm saying. I think she's definitely hitting it behind the scenes.
Ooh, tea. Hit it. Blow it in my face.
No, if someone has very poor lungs, I don't recommend blowing smoke into their face. That's just my recommendation, but who am I? She's absolutely vaping. So gross to be like, blow it in my face. It's a little... I don't want someone's hot breath in my face in general. Like, no, thank you.
Let me rate it. Oh. Does that not have a cough syrup vibe to you?
It's none of your business. You could use some cough syrup. Actual cough syrup.
Hit it one more time.
My ex had really bad asthma and would cheap his vape. All right. I don't know. Once again, is he concerned about her health? That's my question. I mean, I don't care. It's y'all's relationship. I'm so happy you guys are obsessed and in love with each other, and he treats you like a quote unquote princess by buying you a bunch of stuffed animals. But it doesn't seem like he's absolutely concerned with the next 5 years of your life. Buying you all the cheese and everything else, a kitchen chair, it doesn't seem like he's overly concerned.
I don't know. I'm picky. Love you.
But it's not going in your fucking mouth. He shouldn't be blowing it in your face.
Yeah, that smells like cough syrup to me.
That's just like Pepto-Bismol.
How is that any better?
If someone blows smoke in my face, we're gonna fight. He's 25. He's not thinking about things like long-term health. I'm speaking as you're a former 25-year-old?
Like to say
Infatuation, maybe, and lust.
like it's like bubblegum medicine.
I still haven't heard him say that he finds her beautiful, which maybe he's, asexual and stuff. But I haven't heard him once say, you're beautiful. I've heard him say, you're good company. You're my best friend. That you're emotionally attractive.
Okay.
I don't know.
But I haven't heard a single thing about the physicality. That he's not shallow. Yeah.
I like that days.
You know who's vaping at you. You know who's not me.
I don't believe you.
So you know whose opinion doesn't matter?
Well,
Mine.
You're gonna be smelling it.
Yeah.
I'm a current 25-year-old, or 24-year-old, and every time someone vapes, I think of popcorn lung. Yeah, Bun says that about me all the time.
It's fine. Listen, strawberry cupcake was just a
Vape for her peen clear.
vibe, okay? It smelled like Captain Crunch berries.
Have it, babe.
I'm so offended. Wow.
You're gonna be smelling it.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen, strawberry cupcake was just a vibe, okay? It smelled like Captain Crunch berries.
Yes, we gotta go up in the nom-noms.
Have it, babe.
I'm so offended.
They didn't have it. I'm sorry, babe.
Wow. Okay, you're getting this wild ass angle because
What was the last one? Okay, look at this, and this isn't a wild ass angle, but this is. Okay.
privacy. But I
His privacy, but we've seen his fucking face twice.
I
Okay.
am chilling in the car. I'm exhausted. I cooked for like over 3 hours today. We had a very brief intermission.
I can't wait for the second part. Are they not always wild? I guess not.
And then we left and we went to the
Corbin, I think my feelings would be hurt. If I ask my man, do you think I'm cute? And he replies with, I'm not shallow. If you go on a first date and someone's like, wow, you're just great company.
comment.
Like she spent all that time making herself look like Ursula and he didn't compliment her, at least not on camera. Behind the scenes, he could have been like, damn.
Books
But I don't think so.
store and the retro game store, and he stopped off at the vape shop, and now we're just picking up a couple last minute things like the grapes we forgot.
Rosa not pretty, like her face isn't pretty, and I'm a girl's girl. I think nearly all women have pretty traits. I can't imagine her smaller, so I'm not quite sure what her actual facial structure looks like. I'd be interested if she lost some weight, just see how she looks. I love her eyebrows and her eyelashes
The fresh
and her titties.
green beans, and like a couple small things that like we didn't remember, and also he needs more paper products because like he uses like paper bowls as well as paper plates. I just use paper plates, but like if I'm gonna use a bowl, I'm gonna use like a big like reusable.
You're going to use a serving bowl. Buns, thank you for the super chat. I'm just saying you got to pick a struggle. We already know you have perfect vision. You don't need popcorn in your lungs too. Well, thank you for that part. And I'm so glad you're finally acknowledging that I have fantastic eyes. Scar, I believe you actually like her boobs. Excuse me. I always compliment something she can control early on. And as we go along, I call her pretty. She's receptive to that. Depends on the person. Okay.
Cool. What? Oh, anyway. This angle is crazy, so sorry about that.
All of your angles are crazy in these vlogs.
I think we're just gonna get some food out tonight because like tomorrow is like when the food's gonna come together. Today was a bunch of prep work. Nothing was actually like ready to eat happened today. I just fixed up my hair.
Stop it, Trumer. You are stunning.
It's like I'm really sweaty because it's like today the temperature is great. It's been like in the 60s, 70s. I think
6, 7.
There's gonna be some
GS8, shut up.
like members only content coming out of like
Chat, I'm getting my eyes checked today. Doing the damn thing, Bovine, just like I did a couple weeks ago. It's taking me forever to edit the main stuff, so I'll keep y'all posted in the meantime. Members only lives are Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Except for this Friday, since we canceled it.
all the moments that involve music and stuff that's like copyright in.
Andrea.
So those
Shh. Quiet, just.
I like took some video
They don't sell serving bowls of paper or Roz would buy them. I agree.
when we were like blasting Sleep Token on the highway as the sun was.
I don't think your paying members politely want to listen to you blaring Sleep Token. I think it'd be really fun if it was members only exclusive content where you were doing something without a bunch of music. But if they wanted to listen to music, they could pick their own songs. I don't think they're paying for y'all's preferences.
Setting. Bro.
She's only doing it so she doesn't get hit.
Oh, I love it here.
She is begging to move there. Why doesn't Zingcat, my legitimate husband, ever send me anything? No axolotl stuffies?
I love it here, but like more than anything, like I love being with Remy. I love it so much.
Okay. I love that he buys me shit.
I want this life.
Megan. Scar, I missed you turn over to 2,000 subs. Celebrate. Oh man, that day I was so freaking red, Andrea. I was so red. She will soon be. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the day.
I do.
It was like Foodles when she accidentally flashed the camera and her titties were in her skirt. So good. I wanted to show it, but my mom said no.
Okay, so the store he went into for us to get stuff had awful grapes. So we're going inside Kroger, and I'm so excited because I haven't been inside a Kroger in forever. I'm going,
Why didn't you all go to the HEB? Rosie's massive meat totem. Thank you for the super chat. Scar telling chat every stream she has had an eye exam. Just confirms that she's always telling the truth because of her perfect vision. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
with him to pick out the grapes because I'm very, very particular about the grapes that go in my grape salad.
She has to fucking touch them all. And she doesn't rinse her fucking produce.
That is
Remy, I'll be forever inside of you.
a thing with me.
I'm learning.
She is walking. You're right, Jennifer. Like I said, she is walking in this, and I don't think she gets a scooter. Like, she's moving. If she would have kept this momentum, it would have been great.
That is a thing with me.
Oh my God, Scar! I forgot I saw you in ZM's video. I was like, that Scar. Wait, I was in the video. Oh my gosh. Where?
I'm learning.
Hey, lovely. I'm playing catch up on 1.5 speed, but wanted to know if you've said nom 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 yet. I need to make it my ringtone. Me saying nom nom. Nom 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 nom.
You're a quick student. There's just that scooter sitting in the middle of the doorway.
Wait.
Does someone?
The HEBs in the area are always busy. Not very many around DFW. I don't think Roz would do well. Oh, it could be overwhelming. Hi, Suburban.
Really just abandon the scooter and not plug it in? That's so rude. Aw. See, it's right here. She's just. Wow. Rude.
I didn't know, listen, as somebody who doesn't use them, this was great knowledge for me, that they have to be plugged in when you return them. I didn't know. There was an older gentleman one time when I was at a Wally World in the parking lot, and he was like, hey, do you want this? And I was like, I'll return it for you, but I didn't know you're supposed to plug them in. So this is great knowledge. I just thought you put them by the door. I didn't know.
Okay. Produce is gonna be
Interesting, Dan.
probably over here. Based on this setup, yeah, it's gonna be over here.
They still use plastic bags?
Ooh, that clear Canadian water is really good. It's bougie. It's called Clear Canadian. It's like a flavored sparkling water. Yeah. That's okay. I don't really drink Starbucks anyway.
Oh my gosh, Laurel. Oh, Roz. I know I say it like a billion times every fucking stream. Just please talk to your doctor.
This is a bougie Kroger. Shut up. These are donut peaches. Remember me telling you about these? They're so good.
Have a wonderful time. Maybe it's cluster B.
I did.
Most places still have plastic bags. Oh, they're holding hands. It's love.
Shut up. Cotton candy grapes on
Reminder, wash your produce.
sale. Shut up.
Why couldn't she touch them from the outside to see if they were firm?
Oh no.
And not only she touching them, she's squeezing them, sticking those grubby hands and just squeezing them all. Like, do it outside the bag.
What'd you just say?
Texas, we love plastic.
Grapes in the box.
What about them?
You get one of these too.
I think it's something so different. Ooh, that like feels good. Damn. Grapes are not.
Oh my God, why the fuck is she touching them? To make sure they're nice and firm. But you could have touched them from the outside.
I know, I'm gonna check them in a second. Those are the more expensive ones.
And every fucking bag her hands have been in. Wait, Wally World is real? It's Walmart. I just call it Wally World. Stop, dude. Stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Every fucking bag she's come up to, she fucking put her hands in. And look at her fingernails. Look at this. Look. Stop. You can touch them from the outside. You don't have to stick your hands in every single bag.
All these grapes suck.
Colin, thank you so much for the super chat. I will give her this. She genuinely was walking in this, but her breathing and her lips turning blue could scare or should scare her. She needs medical intervention to get her mobility back. Colin, thank you again so much for your support. Someone told her she should use an inhaler while she's doing this, like her breathing was concerning, and other people commented calling them rude and not to be ugly. They're just trying to let her live, like actually live.
Damn it. Excuse me.
Hey, boy. I'm gonna boop you straight shot to bloop, in a video game. Bloop. Get your fucking hands out of everything. Gotta make sure I touch this one too. Now everyone look at me touch it. I gotta make sure they're firm because I'm so picky about what I put in my mouth.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, darling. Did you want any? Oh, yeah. You're the best. Nothing.
This is all performative.
You're the best.
How embarrassing. I think this is rage bait. Why vlog this? I think she's trying to show you guys that she's super picky. Like, guys, I'm an expert cook. Remember, she's Southern. If her biscuits and gravy didn't prove that, you all are wrong. But I think she's trying to show you guys, look, she is a fucking fantastic cook and only use the best grapes in her fuck me salad.
Best.
I hope you
I
enjoyed
know.
this little bonus vlog of our outing.
Why does he treat her like a fucking piano every time? It's either this, like, I'm not touching you, or this, which is fine. Okay.
It's interesting. When I watched this clip back, I was like, oh, I have tears in my eyes. That's weird.
You're in a fucking convertible and the wind is blowing in your face. My eyeballs water if a bunch of wind is blowing in my face.
Because I think I was like, I don't know if it was because I was happy or I was just thinking about the fact that this was like the day.
I don't know if she has a seatbelt on. And I don't find this very comfortable. If someone's arm is behind my neck, I don't like not being able to lean back. So I'd be like, can we just hold hands? Can you move your arm?
I kind of realized I was leaving soon. Like I became like consciously aware of it. So I was like a little emo about it. But I was trying to not feel.
And people think this is also the day that, I think it was Nikki T that clocked it or found it, excuse me, but where that picture of the back of her noggin was in the like Burger King and such.
It yet because I was like, I just want to enjoy being there, but you know, the anticipatory feelings were present for sure.
Remember, these are the highlights of the best time of her life.
This is probably definitely
She was walking around. I will give her that. She was moving.
the shortest vlog out of all of them. But I wanted to keep this separate from the cooking, even though it was from the same day. So there wasn't as much footage because I had been filming so much prior. But I hope that wherever you are, you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and stay true. Bye, guys.
Wow. That was the next vlog. Okay. So this is Zachary Marie's video of when Roz, okay, it says QuirkyLoveRosie's weird one-sided parasocial relationship with me. I'm pretty sure this is the video where they show the DMs. I think so. But I just, once again, I wanted to see if we get psychosis vibes. I'm just curious. We probably won't watch the entire thing. It's an hour, 11 minutes, but I really wanted to look at those messages because I'm nosy. Look how skinty. She's so stupid. This video is so good. Loves him. I'm just
a big fan. I really like Zuck's content. And they followed me on Instagram and we talked and we exchanged messages like in a parasocial friendly way, not like,
but not a psychosis way, right?
Friends. And I never thought we were friends. Whenever I was like first on YouTube and
Ooh, that sounds good. Mango sticky rice.
I would like, I would, when I heard of certain people's names in my chat, I would go and look them up and I would ask people like what they thought. So I'd kind of get a heads up, but I kind of put her, she's not as harmful as a couple.
You watched this last night? Great brains.
People that I mentioned yesterday. Because like there are reactors like Tiny Blue Anthropologist who covers me.
Shout out.
Who I no longer watch. But like she's not a parasocial fucking weirdo who's like trying to engage with me privately. Like she's not.
But you did try to engage with her and you were in the Nerfy Discord and blah, 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 blah.
You know, messing with my life. Like and what I said in the email to this girl is like, you are welcome to commentate on my publicly available content. You are welcome to make your content. I'm not going to interfere with your content, but don't fucking interfere with my life. Like leave me alone.
Shout out Tiny. Tiny made Roz big mad. Well, Roz wouldn't stop putting in inappropriate content after being told no 18 plus content in that Discord.
I consider this harassment. I'm sick of your shit. Leave me alone.
Was it Gangstalking?
I had to stop watching.
Oh, side note, why the fuck did she name it? I don't get. I'm still offended that we didn't get to name the Gangstalking. No, we're not involved, obviously. But why didn't we get to name it? And why did she put her name in the name that she called it? The Quirky Creepy Crew. She has the quirky, the quirky something crew, quirky something crew. Like she used the same name of her followers minus the word creepy. It's odd.
Creators.
I thought she was distancing herself. Why would you put your name in association with a group you're trying to distance yourself from?
I used to watch because they would like randomly decide to like flip on me and start making content about me because they think they can make money out of it. Do you, boo boo? That's how the world works. I don't got a problem with that.
Because she's unserious.
You know what I do got a fucking problem with?
What? Tell me more.
Someone who I met in
parasocial relationship, one-sided relationships where one person extends emotional energy, interest, and time, and the other party, the persona, is completely unaware of the other's existence.
Real fucking life, who did me dirty, who was sneaky, slimy, and snaky for
ooh, I love an alliteration.
No fucking reason other than being a parasocial poo-touching loser.
Is she talking about aren't you exhausted here? Wait, what? Oh yeah, she is talking about aren't you exhausted?
Do you, boo boo? That's how the world works. I don't got a problem with that. You know what I do got a fucking problem with?
What?
Someone who I met in real fucking life.
Yeah, she's talking about aren't you exhausted?
Who did me dirty.
Aren't you exhausted said we are not friends. That's the extent of it. If y'all are not familiar with that lure, brain catch up. So aren't you exhausted was gifted clothes for like job interviews and stuff, but they were the wrong size. They were way too big. And instead of, just donating it, they were thinking Roz was going to be different than the girls. And they're like, hey, if you'd like it, you can have it. Then she started noticing that Roz had very similar attributes as far as personality to the girls. And so distanced himself and said, no, we were never friends. We were friendly, but we weren't friends. And Roz lost it.
Who was sneaky, slimy, and snaky for no fucking reason other than being a parasocial poo-touching loser.
You went to her house.
And started reacting to me and making content about me. This girl had my fucking phone number. She was a mod of mine. She gave me clothes. And she has
the fuck me dress.
Audacity to start reacting to me and then act like, oh, we had a little falling out and try to play it coy when you...
That's not... why does she have to like make everything bigger than it is?
You pretend
all Ash said was that you cry a lot. Yes.
To be my fucking friend and then tried to gaslight me and say that we were never fucking friends, even though I've
friendly does not make you friends.
Got the fucking text receipts for it. And all the shit that you talked to me and all of the shit that you did to help my channel, all of that, I can...
Wait, the clothes are actually the one thing Rosie is not getting rid of due to her being mad at a person who gave her stuff. Hi, Toe.
Considered an internet...
Is it Toe or Toe? I should ask that question first.
Parasocial friend. I didn't say we were fucking besties. It was just someone that...
The girls just actively confirming they are poo is hilarious.
I thought was cool.
Charlie, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Scar in chat. I love this version of Roz that always leads to her crying about being perceived on the internet the following week. I think that's part of the issue. Thank you so much again for the support that she had with the neuropsychologist with her autism assessment. She didn't want them to perceive her at the office. And she was like, that's why I'm wearing headphones and sunglasses. You have to see me one way, not who I actually am.
Was in the chat of the person who sent shit to my house, reached out to my dad, has harassed me.
Oh my God, that just startled me. I hope y'all didn't see me jump. That just scared the shit out of me.
Hey everybody, it's me, Zach,
Oh, sorry. We're going to move that right here.
and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to dive into a YouTuber named QuirkyLoveRosee, who I have had the weirdest, most uncomfortable, parasocial on her end
I felt like this was a good thing to look back on.
situation type of deal,
I'm glad they have this documented and stuff.
relationship, etc. in my life.
I think it was important because we've gone from it's due to she was a fangirl and she misread the signals that Zachary Michael was grooming her, that it was her autism, and now it's psychosis.
I don't know if that all made sense. But by her own words, she had a very parasocial relationship with me that was not reciprocated on my end. She used to say, and this is getting a little bit ahead of myself, but she used to say that she thought of me as a friend. Now
She does it with everybody.
Now
that she
she's
talks to online.
shifted some of the conversation to us being parasocially interacting or something like that. I don't know. We'll get into it. But she has had an interesting history
Oh my gosh, Bubs.
with me, and she's recently
Android are better. I do have to have that conversation. Android are better. It just has to be that way.
started talking a lot of shit. Well, I don't know if it's recent or not. I every once in a while
Oh, thank you so much, Sky, for dropping that in the channel.
check in on her content pretty unseriously. Like, I'd like to have her on in the background and stuff like that. And it just so happens recently I've happened to click on while she was talking about me, which has really led me
I
to
was so happy Zach posted these videos to clear up Roz's weird behavior and false claims. And they're constant. They are constant. And it's scary to me. It's dangerous to me. Instead of just being like, man, I regret this. It was stupid. I shouldn't have done this. I just regret this decision. It always turns into she was coerced. It was digital rape. It was gang stalking. It was they gaslighted me. It can't ever just be like, yeah, we fell out. Oh, I regret having sex with this person. It's an accidental threesome and I would accidentally fell on 10 dicks.
going down a deep dive of literally my whole entire history of ever interacting with this
They groomed me.
woman and the recent things that she's had to say about me in her live streams. I know that some people may be like, Zach, I thought you weren't covering Girl World anymore. Well, Rosie will be the first to let
Do all mods have to bully the creator they work with? I think it's brilliant. It's important. Unless you're in Roz's chat, then you just get booted.
you know she doesn't want anything to do with Girl World, and she doesn't want anything to do with Amberlynn or Chantal, despite her actions saying otherwise. So I'm going to count that as not Girl World, even though she really is Girl World adjacent. But in all seriousness,
Well, now she is just strictly Girl World.
I'm not covering her because she's Girl World adjacent. I'm covering
No, she's Girl World.
her because she's got some shit to say. So let me just break down really the chronological timeline of me knowing
Let's do it.
Rosie, okay, of us interacting. We did DM with one another once upon a time, and she likes to talk a lot about that when she talks about the reasons she doesn't like me. And so I'm just going to let you know what happened in those DMs, and you can make up your own mind about what happened and who was the weird one and who was the normal one. And maybe neither of us were normal, but certainly Rosie was weird. So picture it. It's February 5th, 2023, and I'm in Las Vegas.
Okay, hold on. Before we continue with this, I need to pull up X bookmarks. I need to go to 148 on Nikki's clip. Okay. Right here.
Ideology. I wasn't delusional. In fact, my biggest fear was confronted. I finally admitted that I had audio and visual hallucinations.
Uh-huh.
With extensive psychiatric feedback, it was determined that they are non-psychotic. And
Okay, so this is 2023 and the same timeline of this situation.
Infamously
Not psychotic.
for my birthday. Okay, I know the jokes. Zach went to Las Vegas like 4 times in the span of 2
And
years.
that's after following up with a healthcare provider.
I got it. But anyways, while I was there, I got a message from Rosie on Instagram. I'd never spoken to her before that in my life, never knew who she was before that in my life, but Instagram
I know, K-Star. Thank you so much.
organizes my DMs. I think maybe because I'm like a creator, like I have a creator profile on Instagram, and it organizes my DMs by follower count. So she had popped up at the top of
Remember that ALR said Zachary Michael abused her because they called her a bitch. Yes.
my DM list because she had, I think at the time, probably like 20 to 30,000. I could be wrong. I didn't take a screenshot. I'm just recollecting from my memory. At the time, I watched some of her Instagram stories and I thought she was actually kind of funny. So I followed her back and I sent her a message and thanked her for the kind message she sent me, which honestly,
Those Instagram stories back then were kind of scary. Something was off with her writing her manifesto book, plotting and scheming. She was off. I think it's because that's when she was getting quite a bit more attention. She was leaving the Fifi community, starting to do the podcasts and things. I think she really did think she was just hot shit, that she was better than the girls, things like that she was going to prove everyone wrong. Look how amazing she was.
in hindsight, was probably my biggest mistake. Almost immediately, she starts making a pitch to me that I should start reacting to a woman called Planet with a Palette. This woman also goes by the name
Reminder that Roz did dox Planet with a Palette.
Rain,
And involved herself with spreading information that Planet with a Palette's child was editing adult content.
I may use those names interchangeably while talking about this. And one thing that will help provide some context about who Rosie is that she used to do sex work, and specifically she did it in the feeder community. It's a very salient part of her identity. She does actually talk about it a lot.
So even here, I'm low-key fangirling. Listen, you don't need to react on your channel or anything, but if you want to check out, I was on an episode of my friend's new YouTube show. They're a non-binary, disabled, super fat person who's doing a cooking and eating show. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. They're friends with Candy as well, Hungry Fat Chick, and she was kind enough to shout Rain out. So it's been a cool launch. I know you genuinely like content like this, so I want to show you. I think you're awesome. Move out of the way. And I know way too much about Amber Lynn because of you now, but I've always appreciated how you conduct yourself. So I'm seriously so excited to parasocially know you now. Can you turn off closed captioning so I can read? Yes, I can.
On her channel, and honestly, rightfully so.
Charlie, oh my gosh. Yami, roses are red, violets are blue. Roz is still with Remy and not with you. Oof.
So as I'm sure it really
But
impacted.
don't worry if they do fall out. She loves fucking a family member, so you still have a chance. And she likes chocolate.
The way that she looks at life and her experiences in her life. So Rain is a friend that Rosie made through the sex worker community, specifically the sex worker community that participated in feeder content. And as Rosie explained to me in my
Read them up.
DMs, she was trying to start a YouTube channel so she could get out of doing that work. Rosie had the idea of having me react to Planet with a Palette to help her grow her YouTube channel, to bring attention to her YouTube channel, so that ultimately she could leave the feeder community. I told Rosie at the time that I'd be happy to check out her friend's page, her friend's channel, and watch a few videos. But I did.
Honestly, if you did, Rain is trying to get out of sex work. It would change their life, to be honest. I vlog on my IG stories for fun because I have no interest in monetizing my personal life and adding pressures to something I authentically do as a hobby. Well, that's interesting, y'all. But remember, she hasn't been doing lives because she owes y'all nothing. And although it used to be for the love of the game. All right. I don't want to feel like I need to perform myself. I've considered it, but I have a full-time job and editing YouTube videos seems so daunting. And my IG stories are super casual sometimes, but I'd literally wig if you reacted to my IG. Just please know this isn't why I DM'd you. I've watched you for a long time, and as someone is literally the same size as Amber Lynn and has had trolls weaponized her name like a slur in my direction, I can tell you aren't fat phobic because I wouldn't watch you. For example, I think Oh Lordy It's Jordy is a nasty person who would be far more sadistic if YouTube allowed. I think he picks her to feel better about himself. I think you are invested for genuine reasons, and then shit got way too meta with Amber. As someone who's constantly impacted by fat phobia, I don't think this helps the movement when people claim fat phobia just because they don't like being called out for their behavior. Fat is a state of the body, a non-moral issue, and your dissension towards others is about their behaviors, not their bodies. You're clearly a kind person and fuck anyone that's trying to defer you from talking about fat media. There are enough people like you out there. That's my thought on it anyways.
I did emphasize at the time that I wasn't
Doesn't quite sound like psychosis to me, but who am I?
really interested in just adding somebody
Hi, Kathy.
to the reaction
Jordy would definitely be nastier if he could, but that's why people love him.
rotation just because they were a fat person on the internet. Rosie went on to share similar sentiments with me about the ideas of people on the internet thinking that I just hated fat women and how people like Amber Lynn weren't bad people because they were fat, but because of
But I thought all gay men hated fat women. Roz, 2025.
their behavior. And in general, I would say that I appreciate the attempt that she made for her then friend to help get her YouTube platform launched.
Glam. I like picking on Charlie for her height because we are literally the same height, 6'7". Oh, okay.
And things like that. But it just really wasn't like something
I miss Michael B. Petty.
I was interested
They were great content. I think that might have been the first between Michael B. Petty and I think Life of a Free Spirit were the first reaction channels I really watched.
in doing on my channel. One thing that should have been a red flag to me from the get-go, and I know this now specifically, is that she said, "I'm seriously so excited to parasocially know you now." And that really
Just like her and Remjob are obsessed with each other now.
sums up what led to Rosie disliking me. She thought we were friends. Or, as she recently put in a live stream, she thought we were parasocially friendly, whatever that means.
We exchanged messages like in a parasocial friendly way, not like
I didn't know Glam was 8'9", right, Sal?
friends.
We're learning so much every day.
And I never thought we were friends.
I won't lie that I've struggled over time with the concept of friends versus being friendly on the internet. In general, I would say I'm a friendly person.
Ew, what a fucked comment. The Roz with the all gay men hate fat women. Yes, it was interesting. And then she, kind of doubled down on it.
I try my best to treat others with
Right,
kindness. I'm not perfect in any kind of way. I'm sure I've hurt people before, intentionally or not. But I try to be a good person on the internet because that's the kind of person I am in my real life. When I meet new people, I'm nice to them. I'm friendly with them. For example,
I don't lie to any of you guys. I'm a hypocritical bully.
this morning when I took Poe out for a walk and I saw my neighbors, I said hello. I treated them with kindness. I greeted them with friendliness. There's one gay couple that my whole relationship with
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I like Rimrim's fingy-less gloves. They have piano hands.
them is that Poe and I stop to talk to them and their dog every time we see them on the sidewalk. But that's the start and stop of our friendship, of our relationship. I don't know anything about their lives outside of that friendly interaction that we have. And generally, that's how I feel about most times that I interact with people on the internet. I'm friendly to people because that's just what I do, but that doesn't mean we're friends.
Like I said, manners matter.
And while perceptions of friendship are certainly subjective, Rosie didn't come close to meeting the criteria for being a friend to me at any of the points that we were sending DMs to each other. Although I will say, since all of this initially happened with Rosie, I've been trying to be way more intentional about calling Rosie and or anybody else on the internet my friend or my bestie. So you will see in messages that I share here that
QLR would follow you home if you met in the neighborhood.
I occasionally say things like, "Thank you for reaching out, friend." But I was using words like friend and bestie as like a term of
I'm not nice, but I am friendly.
endearment, as a greeting, as a hello. I think a lot of you have heard me say besties at different points on the internet. It's never because I'm actually this person's bestie. There might
Yes, it is. According to Roz, you guys were best friends.
be a world where it'd be great to be besties
And aren't you exhausted? And Roz were super close and hung out on every Tuesday,
with
even though they only met once for like 20 minutes.
all 160 some thousand of my subscribers, but that's not very realistic. There are a number of people on the internet who I would refer to as a friend, at least in the context of internet friendship, as close as friends can be when you only know them primarily from the internet. People like Charlie Gold, Lisa's Halls, who I react to on Twitch, Willow Davis, my Twitch moderators who I play video games with on a weekly basis, and who, by the way, I have met in real life, and Peter.
Yami, thank you for the super chat. I have to, proofread your messages. How the fuck do you guys think that Scar needs an optical microscope to see Charlie, or does she have to use an electron microscope? Thank you so much for the support. I didn't know how to reword that one, and that was complicated for me.
Come on. All of these are people I've interacted with outside of the internet in some kind of way.
And
I've talked to them about things that aren't related to the internet, and they're people who have shown up as friends in the ways that my friends in real life have shown up for me. So yes, I am friendly. And when Rosie shared very personal stories about her trauma with me in DMs, I was
because she's a fucking trauma dumper. And every video, and her old videos, a lot of them are gone. We would count how many times she said trauma, and most of the time, at least 7, at least, she referred to the word trauma.
time.
Look.
And when Rosie asked me for advice on YouTube, I gave it to her because up until Rosie, that's just what I did when people on the internet asked me for advice on YouTube. When Rosie discusses her history with me, she always wants to talk about how we would kiki over exclusive tea she had about the 1,000-pound sisters.
Hi, thank you so much for the super chat. Yami, oh, I like this one. Yami thinking we know anything about science, right? I don't even know what that means, Yami. For all I know, you were confirming what we all know. Scar has perfect vision.
I sent them a message thinking that we had this like dynamic, because in the past I had sent them exclusive tea that I had found about.
Okay, this doesn't sound like psychosis still. You are recalling the memory, saying that you thought you had a certain type of relationship, not that you did it in a moment of psychosis.
Stuff related to
Scar subtitles. I'm trying to figure out where to, maybe over here. That way people can still read the messages.
1,000-pound sisters. And he was like literally kikiing with me about it in chats. And then I turn around to do the same thing on a different topic. And I get this weird ass reply, totally flips on me.
Exclusive tea. You mean invading the privacy of a man who was in a nursing home. Exactly, but
apologized sincerely, and I felt so bad about it. And then he brings shit public.
It's true that I didn't mind her sharing with me overall. Of all the people I've covered on the internet, I used to get so many DMs about Amy and Tammy. Sometimes Amy and Tammy were...
Oh, and Roz's most recent vlog, can y'all see that she's... Sorry, Roz. She's really starting to look like Amy Slayton back in the old days. Like, I saw it, and it's looking a lot like Amy Slayton.
DMing me themselves to let me know about things that were happening in their lives. The very first exclusive tea that she sent to me, that Rosie sent to me, was stuff that was from Caleb's private Facebook. If you don't know who Caleb is, he is now the late husband of Tammy. So when she sent me this, I pretty quickly told her that I wouldn't be using the info because Caleb in the post was explicitly talking about concerns over his own personal privacy. And in general, I don't love...
Her whole online personality is so intertwined with trauma, she's made it who she is. And that's how Rimjob found her. It's through a trauma podcast. Like, it just makes me... There's something odd.
Of using people's personal Facebook posts as tea these...
And within 3 weeks, well, that's a lie. Within a month and a half of Cam sending Roz her alleged essayer's name, she accepts an email of somebody who found her via trauma podcast and decides they're going to be in a relationship within that month and a half. I don't know.
Days. As a side note, that largely stems from the situation with Amber Lynn and reading Beck's sister's posts from Facebook on a live stream. I just really have had an evolving thought process about what that looks like ever since then, and I hope that you would see that I do a lot less of that on my channel today. In some of Caleb's posts, he was being really vague, and so I joked about that and joked about needing more info. And she responded to that and saying...
No, less than a month and a half, Scar, because she said they talked in December. I thought that Remy didn't reach out until right after New Year's. And then they started dating January 18th. Scar, please can you wish My Imperfect Life good luck on their job hunt? My Imperfect Life, it's going to go fantastic. You fucking got this. Good luck. It's going to go fantastic. Less than a month, end of December to January 18th. I thought it was like January 2nd was when Rimjob reached out. Has that changed?
She would send me some screenshots of things that were in the comments. But because I didn't really want that information, I said, no worries, LOL, I probably won't use any of the info.
Good point, Laurel. So Roz talking about, I don't like when people use other people's personal information when she does just that.
Since it's his private Facebook and seems upset about privacy as it is. We talked some more about the screenshots she sent me, her sometimes sending 3 to 5 messages at once and me usually responding briefly with a couple of...
Yo, he's breadcrumbing. Total attention seeker. Who is that? Either people he knows well don't interact publicly much, or everyone is just giving really generic comments. These are literally the least generic ones. All right.
Sentences at most. And that was really the only time we talked at length specifically about the 1,000-pound sisters. Most of the times that she sent me receipts were...
Is this the same thing she tried to do with Emily? With Emily, she went into her comments after Emily was talking about their late partner and was very supportive of Emily, although Emily used to also follow Roz's Matilda content. So
related to the show, I didn't respond at all, or a couple of times I gave short one-word responses. I won't lie, I was definitely irritated by it, but again, I was doing my best to be friendly. I felt like
Holly.
I had already communicated to Rosie that I wasn't interested in using any of this tea in a video
Emily, like Tommy, yes.
or anything like that. So I figured the only other way to communicate to her that I wasn't interested was to simply not respond. But the point of this is not.
And I believe Zachary Michael also has a video about that interaction, if you guys ever want to check that out.
About whether I responded or if there was a different way I could have communicated to her that, you know, I wasn't interested or things like that. The larger issue in this.
Ben, thank you for the super chat. Heads up, if you get bullied in this chat, it's because we truly like you and you are bringing you into our culture here in this chat. Please, if you get worried, ask so we can reassure you. Yes, please, we are not a hug box. Everyone is very playful bullies. They bully me, Charlie Gold, whomever's in the chat, GSH, Buns. I don't know if you guys know this. Buns is 6X, so make sure you refer to them as such.
Is that this is the example she uses to say that we had this like parasocial friendship. She uses this exclusive tea about Caleb as.
So far, none of this is giving psychosis. That's what if you've ever gone through it, you've had a loved one that's had to go through it. I know it presents itself in a bunch of different ways. I've just not seen it come off this way, where the story has changed multiple times over multiple years to fit the narrative you were trying to share.
The reason for why we were such great friends. And hopefully you can see now that's just simply not the case. The other thing to keep in mind.
I bite my thumb at the
Is that when we first started DMing, Rosie didn't even have a YouTube channel yet. Of note, she specifically mentioned that she didn't have an interest in sharing her personal life and mentioned that filming and editing felt like a lot of work.
Well, that might be why we get such shitty vlogs now.
Also talked
Listen, relatable. Y'all don't see me edit.
about a full-time
I edited the intro and the intermission.
job that she
That's it.
had at the time too, although I don't believe that
Buns is a death fat? Yes.
lasted for too long.
Don't let her lie to you. Anytime you try to see her post on X about, ooh, I wear a small. No, it's Tommy's old clothes, because Buns is also ALR's alt account. Don't let them gaslight you. They are 6X.
I'm going to share some personal anecdotes from Rosie about just like how great she thought I was and things like that. So be prepared for some really long passages being read by me. She eventually.
Last time my cousin was in psychosis, he managed to get past TSA and almost boarded a plane to Alaska without any form of ID.
Shared with me that she came out as an ex-feeder and cited me, specifically me, as the reason. She said, I never would have made this decision if I didn't watch your content for 3 years. If you didn't reflect the patterns of Amber Lynn, she used to make me mad. Now I'm more neutral because I understand her better and know the narcissism is one thing we don't have in common. But I would say
politely, I think you do have at least narcissistic traits, histriotic traits, but I'm not here to diagnose you.
Sometimes get so mad at certain things you said, and I just completely didn't get it. I was so groomed into the positive reinforcement of manipulative fetishists in the community that I just couldn't get myself to understand what I needed to walk away forever. I can be successful without fetishizing my trauma. I can't express to you how excited I was the day.
Oh, could I make them smaller? Why didn't I think of that? Bless you, you brilliant son of a scholar. Why didn't I think of that? Options. Font size. That makes so much more sense. Well, are they too tiny now? Can y'all still? Oh, look, I can put them right above my bubble.
You saw that IG story.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Sky. Buns is the OG bedside fry daddy haver. It's true. It's true.
I felt like an ass after because I was overexcited and I'm autistic and really overdid it. I'm so thankful for you.
Where is that at? Hold on, I lost it. No. I was so groomed into positive reinforcement. Where's the autistic one? Hold on, I missed it. Oh, there it is. But I would sometimes get so mad at certain things you said, and I just completely didn't get it. I was so groomed into the positive reinforcement. Everything she does, it was groomed. Of manipulative fetishists in the community that I couldn't get myself to understand what I needed to walk away forever. I can be successful without fetishizing my trauma. That's all you do. I can't express to you how excited I was the day you saw that IG story. I felt like an ass after because I was overexcited and I am autistic and really overdid it. Saying thank you for the super chat. Sky calls me Fry Daddy. Buds, thank you for the super chat. Sky doesn't want us to know he has a foodie scooty. I would love one. Why? I don't know. Roz is very ableist. She's just mad. Her kind of disability is something she can change. Meds, movement, losing weight, etc. She wants to be broken and unfixable, like my high school emo OCs.
I responded,
Are too small, unreadable. Okay, let me try to adjust that again. Options. Is that a little bit better? Let me know. Hold on, I want to make sure it doesn't cover the text.
friendly, and said, hey, thanks for sharing. I appreciate your kind words. I believe in your capacity to do what you need to do for yourself, bestie. We are all a work in progress, so just keep pushing
Mods, block everyone. Mods, block each other. I need all my mods blocked
forward
from one another.
But it soon became clear to me that she did, in fact, want to shift into making YouTube content. And so she reached out to me about that as well.
Are they going to read this one? Hey, Zach, I just wanted to say something because I saw you check in recent lot, but I hyperpost a lot on here as I am in the troubleshooting phase of launching a quality YouTube channel. And yes, revenge is best serviced on a plate of success and a side of karma. But in my rage process, I came out as non-binary in a rush, and I regret that. But I told my mom and it went well. That video you made flipped a switch I didn't understand, and the foundation of your Amberlynn content changed my life. I found out less than a week ago I have untreated diabetes, and I'm changing my life around. You inspired me to make quality content. If you are available for consults about YouTube, let me know. I want to make something worth reacting to and engaging in. And unlike a lot of people, I have a natural talent, and I'm just trying to polish it. Kathy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Please enjoy your blowies. Oof, these messages did not age well. Well, she definitely reversed her diabetes. That must be why she's engaging in all the fruit. That has to be it. She's a lot more mobile. Her clothes are fitting better. Yeah. Is it playing? Yes. She's not narcissistic, guys. Not even a little bit.
Makes a point here to say that she noticed that I had been checking in on her Instagram stories. She said,
can I tell y'all, half the time on Instagram stories, like I'll just be clicking through the top. I don't intend to look at anybody's. Sometimes. Roz, I do look. But like I'll just click through and see.
Hey, Zach, I just wanted to say some things to say because
okay. I didn't realize they were about to read it, so I apologize. We are going to skip through it. Sorry, Zach.
Who did I...
Go back. Right back here.
Are you? Oh, who did I?
I've never asked anyone to react to me. I didn't want to be a part of Girl World.
Who did I ask for me to cover?
Tina, thank you for the super chat. Roz equals onion, a very bad onion. She's got layers.
That must have been a long time ago. I know that early on, I asked Zachary and Michael to cover someone that I used to be friends with. Not me. I wasn't even on.
I think since we're leading into our alt emo baddie lifestyle, we need to wear this hairstyle more often. We got the swoop over the eye. We're bringing back 2007. Roz, bring this back.
YouTube yet. Because this friend asked me to help them get more views. I remember doing that. I don't remember ever asking a reactor to cover me.
Ogres have layers. Imagine this with the fingerless gloves. I know.
If I did, show me the DMs and I'll own that.
Scar, did you welcome Kathy to the blowies? I might have missed it. I did, but double welcome, and please enjoy them.
But I remember asking them to cover a friend of mine.
But I never asked them to cover me. That's ridiculous. I never asked for consults. No, I have a natural talent. I don't need Zachary Marie. No.
Oh, no. Oh, I want to mention this now, just so you...
Above my bubble. There we go.
Get an understanding that once upon a time, after she decided she didn't like me anymore, she did a members-only live stream. And in the members-only live stream, she ran...
Oh, damn. I have to take them off for just a second.
And raved about me being so awful and told people that she felt like I was grooming her to...
There it is. Her saying he wants to turn Roz into the new LR is wild over one fucking screenshot of them saying they didn't want her tea. I don't have any proof I was intentionally manipulated, but I feel like I was manipulated. She's also going on and on how she takes all these screenshots of like people dying or private tea and send it to reactors. Girl, you are shady. Okay, now she's not okay with how Zach makes content about an obese woman because they look down on her. And she's saying their bias against obese women played a part in how they treated her. Now she's crying about them having more power than her, saying she's being set up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my fucking God, she's such a manipulator.
Make her
Hey,
into
Roma.
my next lol cow. Unfortunately, that members only live stream was deleted pretty quickly because people were like, girl, I don't know if you want to leave that up. And
Does anybody have that clip?
so she deleted it very quickly. And because I've never been a member of her channel,
Okay, now I can put the back up over my bubble. There we go.
I've never actually seen that. So I am just taking somebody's word that that happened. That is just anecdotal on my end. I don't have like
What ages worse than milk? These messages and Roz's skin because she refuses to drink water and do her skincare.
the actual clips to show you of it. But as you can see here,
Darn it. Oh, okay. This was the other one.
she was the one who unprompted said to me that she wanted to make content that was worth reacting to. After a couple of days, I was able to respond to this message and I said, I don't give out much advice on YouTube outside of just get started and try to grow with each time you post a video.
Yes, anybody, once again, who is contemplating on making a YouTube channel, please do so. I love seeing everybody succeed. I love hearing other people's opinions. A lot of the time, things I never even think about. So please,
For what
even
it's
if it's not about Girl World, put yourself out there.
worth, I get random Girl World tweets shown to
What do you call a dinosaur with hemorrhoids? A megasaurus. Thank you so much, GSH.
me on Twitter all the time, and somebody who tweets a lot about Amberlynn and Chantal talked about your Insta stories. So you could probably find an audience, LOL. I'm not sure if that's the audience you're looking for though, because it didn't seem like she really wanted to be associated with that, but I was telling her, like, where there's a will, there's a way. She could be different, essentially, like she didn't have to be
What if I became a Scar letter reaction channel? Would you talk about my hair?
like them, but
Teal hair.
people were interested in her content. Her
GSH, please don't hesitate to drop your link.
response to that, though, was wild. She sent several paragraphs about her ongoing fight with Rain, and she made some claims that people would
Good God, why does she send novels every time? It's exhausting.
take her side once they could see her for who she was. Notably, she said, I'm on a healing journey that Amberlynn frankly deserves but won't admit up to enough to actually change. Since this
Nope, I'm sorry, Jack. I just gotta rewind just a second. And thank you. They will go after Rain when they see me for who I am. I'd love if you had the time to watch my story in full today. I'm on a healing journey that Amberlynn frankly deserves, but won't admit up to enough to actually change. Womp womp. And I think I asked you this once already. Now that I think about it more, I apologize. I have short-term memory loss. It's the concussions, self-diagnosed, and the weed bump. Rain and Ivy's bullying me sent me to the hospital. I'm preparing legal action if they keep trying to profit from porn I made while coming from a place of unhealed trauma and neglect. If you ever want to experiment with interviewing someone who could or would who would have an extremely similar view to Amberlynn's life but will actually change, I'd love so and excited to do that, but only if you want to do something like that. I think I have an insight that would help you and improve your already quality content. I'm still rolling from yesterday's video. I laughed so hard, I almost cried. She's so worried about you, but if you pivoted, you could get an Oscar from them acting skills. I love that you aren't Girl World. I don't really engage in negative comments anymore unless I'm spreading awareness of real abuse. And by the way, I'm not being you into any of this public bullshit they started. Unlike them, I respect consent. 4 people have come forward to me about stories of sexual coercion that Rain has done in their past, and I'm not speaking on it publicly unless people come forward. I'm trying to be a light of hope for confirmed 10 or so people have been exploited by bad business practices.
Since this has happened,
Actually change? Yeah, well,
she's actually repeated a lot of the weight loss related behaviors of Amberlynn on her own channel, failing GLP-1s, failing diets, failing weight loss, failing.
I looked up the definition of grieving. Oh. How do you understand it? Just curious. I'd have to think about how to respond to that, Tally.
A nutritionist who was helping her, just all kinds of the same exact problems that Amberlynn had. So I don't know why she constantly wants to differentiate herself from Amberlynn so badly. She also said, if you ever want to experiment with interviewing.
Goodbye, Kyle. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sneaking in to say hi to Scar. Also to confess, I don't think she's blind. Oh my gosh, thank you. She probably has close to 20/20 vision. It's all a conspiracy. Okay, back to work. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. Thank you. Goodbye, Kyle, for standing with me. Thank you.
Someone who would have an extremely similar view to Amber Lynn's life,
Man, I keep missing that they're going to read it. Shut up, Scar. Just let them speak.
but will actually change.
Okay. I apologize, Zachary Marie. I should just shut up and let you talk.
Ask her to participate. There was never me wanting her to participate in my channel, at least at that point.
But if you want to interview somebody who's actually going to change, talk to me.
Like,
Please. But I've never asked them to react to me.
she just kept offering herself up as somebody to react to, somebody to give
Spaghetti.
insight, somebody to provide her alleged expertise to my already polished and quality content.
Can extend to vulnerable adults, such as those with recognized learning problems. What is that word? K-Star is an issue here in the UK.
In response to the several paragraphs she sent me, I told her I had no idea what was going on between her and Rain. And she responded with, so then I guess the question is, do you want to? And before she gave me an opportunity to actually respond to that.
Okay, so Roz is saying here that Planet with a Palette is abusive and exploits people, but they've recently talked, and now all is forgiven, that they are not friends, but they are civil and friendly enough. I don't know. I probably would just not even consider myself civil with someone if they exploit and abuse people, but that's just my opinion. I'm really bad at editing long form content and struggling to teach myself that part. I have PTSD, ADHD, autism. Once again, she's never been diagnosed with autism, so just throw that in there.
Question, she sent me several messages about the situation anyways. I informed her that her Instagram stories were very long and that I often didn't watch them in their entirety because
Civil to me just means I won't unnecessarily be a bitch.
I usually can't listen to them without headphones on. Again, I was essentially saying here that I didn't want any more information. So then she responded
Autism and capitals.
with several more messages of information. In these paragraphs, she says, I asked today to see if you want me to send voice memos because I know you can stay on my stories past a certain point. And
Good God, that feels pushy. Like, I know you watch my videos for longer than 30 seconds, so let me just send you voice notes. Like, come on, just accept my love. Come on.
I have reduced the amount since
Miss T, it's your birthday? You know I don't have like a birthday song, but happy birthday. My birthday song is short. Hey, I hope it's fantastic.
the last time
Gotta catch them all, right? Yeah, all the diagnoses.
saw you
Ehlers-Danlos, pencil knee, weed bump,
again.
dyslexia.
So again, she's keeping tabs on when I'm looking at her stories.
I'm working with other women and assigned female at birth who have had a lot of their work stolen and exploited.
She wants to know that I've seen them. I responded simply,
Unpopular opinion, don't ask busy people to help you with your YouTube channel. There are a million tutorials, just learn how to do that shit and don't blame your health and overshare.
I think I'm okay. You don't need to send me anything special. So eventually,
You don't have to.
Rosie did make a channel
Can confirm she keeps tabs of who looks at her stories.
and she shared it with me after talking about doing it for a while. I will say I publicly stated that I used to enjoy watching her content when she first
I love her content. Love, love, love.
started her YouTube channel. It felt like she was
You caught her weed bump diagnosis? I'm so sorry.
different. It
Did a client neurologist poke it?
felt like she was really
Not a neurologist that you're like following for your healthcare, just one that you're fucking. You have to make sure it's like that and that they poke it and go, yes, this is a bump.
committed to working on herself, bettering herself. I was intrigued at learning more about what it was like to be in the theater community, and I liked turning on her content in the background while I did stuff around my house. That's a very common thing for me to do on YouTube, is to put something on in the background while I'm doing dishes, cooking dinner, whatever it might be. The worst thing I could probably say about her at the time is just that she cooked some weird shit, okay?
Love it. I mean, if you saw her biscuits and gravy, she is Southern and she's an intermediate to expert level cook, which is why she will not share her recipes with you.
That's about the
Because y'all are dumb. Figure it out.
worst thing I could say back then. When Rosie sent me her YouTube channel, she sent it with this message. You're such a pivotal
All right. Here.
reason I got the courage to be on YouTube. I also just wanted to apologize for how insane I was with you when I was in the throes of being extremely symptomatic with my mental health. And
Oh, so we are going to talk about our mental health, even though in the other thing, it's not psychotic or psychosis, excuse me.
you were still kind and talked to me. I never would have been able to deconstruct as much as I have
Reminder, BPD, bipolar have been ruled out completely for Roz.
if I didn't watch Amber's
So I don't think she's ever had to deal with like hypomania You're killing it today, Scar. Thank you so much, friends.
Amber Lynn's life through your lens. If you think I'm worth reacting to, that's amazing, but I'm not sending it for that reason.
It's giving that Jenna Marbles video Roz posted. I don't remember that, Spaghetti. She's trying to give an excuse for her novels. Like I said, it always changes. It depends on what narrative she's writing that day.
So, again, she herself.
Apologize for interrupting you, Sam. Reminder with the sex work, which we support sex work over here. It is fine. Do it. I love your titties, Ross. She reached out to Ivy after they had done the chocolate cake incident and asked to do more. It wasn't Ivy that asked to do more content with Roz. Roz asked Ivy to partake in certain images that she wanted to play out. Bipolar has, but not BPD, right? No, she has neither.
Offering herself as reaction material, despite me never asking, despite me never offering. After I already told her I didn't want to do that with her friend playing it with the palette.
I don't remember ever asking a reactor to cover me.
Not once. Never.
I guess it's true that she didn't ask me to react to her, but...
And Ivy was like, nah, girl, you're doing too much. Yeah, Ivy was like, listen, that is a lot. That kind of set would cost a lot. No, I don't think so.
It's very clear she was heavily implying that she would really like me to. She went on to say, I just want you to know that your criticism is what's helped me mold not only what would be good for my channel, but what not to be. So if you enjoy my content, I know I'm doing something right. Thank you again for giving me the courage by doing what you do to not only lead.
One doctor suggested a personality disorder, so she switched doctors. She diagnoses searches. We all know that. Like, she is very specific on what she wants and she refuses to acknowledge what she has. If she would have followed through and she would have been diagnosed with a personality disorder and received therapy for it, we might be in a different position today.
Feederism, but build a platform to use my story to help others.
I'm not ruling out any cluster B. I agree.
I shared with her that I enjoyed her video and I wished her luck on future videos, and that was that. Rosie's channel really did mostly start as
doctor shopping. That's the term. Thank you so much.
Something that was about her own personal life and her own health journey. But she did also spend some time back at the start of it talking about Amber Lynn and Chantal from her perspective. She's taken all of that stuff down, but you can see here a screenshot of when somebody posted one of those videos into my Discord to...
I think we watched this.
Let people know that there was this person talking about Chantal. I think she eventually started to realize that this was attracting a type of audience that was going to become critical of her as well. And that's why she started distancing herself from them.
But if she'd work on her main issue, she'd immediately start feeling better. And I won't say there's not a possibility of her having something else, right? Like if she follows through with a healthcare provider and they say at one point, okay, you have fibromyalgia. Okay, you do have autism. But it's so hard to say she does when she refuses to actually face the elephant in the kitchen.
On her YouTube channel specifically.
Like if she worked on her diabetes, it would help with her nausea and her movement. If she worked on her ADHD, it would help with an array of issues that she struggles with.
But maybe not enough.
Anyone know what the name of this video is? QuirkyLoveRosie's weird one-sided parasocial relationship with me.
Other places. And interestingly enough, at one point, Amber Lynn messaged Rosie to let her know that she had started watching Rosie's
I do love a Whopper
videos. And of course, Rosie ran to my DMs because she knew she could trust me. And in the messages she had with Amber Lynn specifically, she talked to Amber Lynn about the possibility of her making a video about Amber Lynn. At this point, Rosie had already made several public posts about stepping back from Girl World. So I told her that she needed
every other fucking month, not even every other month now. The cycles have gotten faster. It used to be about every 3 months she would say she's done with Girl World. Now it's probably every 2 weeks, but she's still a part of a reaction channel on TikTok. She's still commenting nonstop on Instagram, talking to reaction channels.
To evaluate her relationship with Girl World, and also told her that people would likely point out her inconsistencies if she went back to covering them or talking about them on her channel. She was taken aback by me saying
her chronic pain could be managed better if she lost weight. Yes, with her knee pain, I bet she's in pain all the time. I'm not going to say she isn't, but she's also 550 pounds. Of course you're in pain.
Saying this because
you eat a salt lick a day.
As that
28 or was it 31 pizza pockets the last time? It was a lot of pizza pockets. That has a ton of sodium. You do double electrolytes per water bottle. Why?
That's not why she messaged me, but a few days later she messaged me again to tell me she had reflected on the feedback I gave her and decided not to make the video. In a now deleted video on her channel titled "Let's Put Amber Lynn Reid Comparisons to Bed for Good," Rosie talked about how she unintentionally set herself up for being too
I don't know if they're going to say it, but Roz used to say people would mistake her for Amber Lynn Reid because they looked so much alike.
involved in girl world.
I want to talk about something that I am low-key kind of nervous to talk about on the vlog in this context.
Her hair looks nice here.
But I feel like I accidentally kind of set myself up for it. I didn't intend to, because as of me filming
Uncontrolled diabetes makes one very thirsty. Some normal water, fantastic. But double the electrolytes while she's doing all the salt. Oh.
this, I just had which video just went up? I just had my video about me getting laid off go up like a day or two ago. And the one before that is this weight loss channel video. And I
the question is not why, it's how.
Mentioned Amber Lynn Reid, and I made like a sidebar comment about like the dangling angle just like to be funny while I was walking. And I want to talk about this because there are a lot of new people finding my channel. And may not.
Everyone make sure you guys schedule your appointments, your annual physicals, whether it be colonoscopy, pap smear, mammogram, etc. Get your hormone levels checked if you need to do so. Get your diabetes checked.
No full history, may not like fully understand certain parts of it. And there's just been a sudden dramatic influx of comments about ALR.
You, of course, can't watch this video on her channel anymore either, but Obese to Beast did a video where he covered that video on his channel, and you can watch it through him. So yeah, over time, it just became really clear that Rosie was upset that she was being associated with Amber Lynn, associated with Chantal. She thought of herself as really different.
Check your bits and check your bobs. Yep.
From these two individuals, and she was really upset when people would compare her to that. Another thing that happened with me and Rosie is that in a video where I was reacting to Amber Lynn Reid.
Yes, please get your hormones checked. That's how I found out I had PCOS, and she's never had a well woman exam. I understand it's probably difficult to find a gynecologist at her size, but it's so important, and she doesn't get regular checks, so know your status. Rosie, thank you so much for the super chat. Don't forget eye exams, unlike Scar, who makes sure she does it annually.
I brought up how Rosie was really obsessed with protein.
Fuck yes, same.
Because I think like Amber Lynn was talking about eating protein like it was some kind of new diet fad. And Rosie,
I'm sure you wanted to know that. I get very excited. I love when you guys are taking care of yourself and your health.
Rosie was thrilled that I brought her up in the video. She left me a comment on the video, and just to make sure that I saw the comment she left on my video, she also took a screenshot of her
Roz, back away.
comment and sent it to me in a DM. And in case that wasn't enough, she also took a screenshot of the video, put that in an Instagram story, put the screenshot of her comment in the Instagram story, tagged me, and talked
Wait, she's never had a gyno check and is having sex at 34? Correct.
about how grateful she was for me.
And after having sex with Jeff's sister and her partner, she had the raging UTI that she didn't know about, in which she was held at the hospital for a couple of days. Please just know your status.
Rosie's responded to those Instagram stories and started to tell Rosie that they felt like Amber Lynn was copying her. And Rosie was kind of starting to think that that was true. And so she sent me this message. I started kicking myself for not tracking things as I noticed them. Because
wait, they didn't test when she was doing movies? I'm not sure if she was getting blood work done and like peeing in a cup back then. But as of recently, we know she hasn't at least been, like I said, no gyno. So she hasn't been swabbed.
Because I have a really shit memory, but I've noticed her timing on some things being really weird in terms when I talk about it, do certain things, and her kind of mirroring them a bit. I have absolutely no desire to make this public, but you are an ALR encyclopedia. And if there's any truth to this, I think you'd see it if it's happening. I thought I was going insane. Also, there hasn't been anything super blatant, and if I said anything, I'd look like a clown.
I mean, do you need STI checks for Fifi? Well, she wasn't just doing like it with food. There were partners involved. Whenever she was on the Whatever podcast, I know she said she was going and attending parties, the 10 Dicks.
Chaser, not Rosie Lynn Reid. Rosie Lynn.
Scar, please mention if you're not satisfied with treatment, get a second opinion. If I had listened to the hospital, oh my gosh, yes. So please advocate for yourself, y'all. And if you need a second opinion, please don't hesitate to ask for one.
And Reid, the clout chaser, never. But maybe if you notice things, you could let me know I'm not crazy. LOL. I never planned to make that kind of accusation against her. I would lose, but this person made a connection I didn't. She did start Ozempic around the time of that video with Obese to Beast. And he made another video right after where I documented my Mounjaro journey, and he cut down like 6 vlogs into 30 minutes of clips and showed the arc of my Mounjaro.
Scar, read my upsetting comment. Will it upset me? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. What are you up to? Her doggy door is covering up a petri dish of dank stank that Remy now has all up over his gloves. Thank you so much for that, GSH. I appreciate you.
I quit at 2 months, and before his most recent video, she made the comments about crazy fatigue, why I quit. And then in this video, she said she had 0 side effects. IDK. I just trust your integrity, and that's the only reason I'm saying anything at all. My response was, IDK, bestie. I wouldn't read too much into it, especially since you try not to associate your channel with her. So then when things really start heating up is July of...
Well, I don't need lunch anymore. We are also a help you with your relationship with food channel. I think sometimes we say things so disturbing it might curb your appetite.
2024, almost a year ago. Actually, a year ago. I don't know what I'm thinking. Today is July 31st. If you recall, this time last year, news started breaking about Amberlynn's relationship with Tommy, who had a confirmed history in the theater.
Pika, thank you so much for the super chat. I lost 80 pounds and I can feel my bones. Freaky. Brain, catch up. Thank you so much for your support. I hope after having lost that weight that you're feeling a lot better and hopefully you have less discomfort. I'm not sure if you were going through pain, but I hope that it has been a happy and healthy journey.
Community on the internet. Rosie, being the
Oh God, she sent this to fucking Amberlynn Reed. Why does she write novels every time? What about the dyslexia?
expert on
So much.
feederism, felt that it was her responsibility to personally reach out to Amberlynn and warn her about the dangers of Tommy. How do I know that? Because Rosie sent me the DMs that she sent to Amberlynn. And in those messages to Amberlynn, one of the first things that Rosie promised was that she would keep this conversation to herself, which is odd because she sent the entire conversation to me. And odd because she later talked about it on her own channel as well. After sending me the conversation, she said, I'm sharing
She was doing it with others in those movies, not just eating. I'm not sure about the videos, but I have seen pictures. I'm not sure. Like I said, just please know your status. Body counts are stupid. Don't ever worry about that. Just know your status. Be safe.
I know you'll keep this to yourself, but wow, this is insane. And I'm gonna be honest, that made me feel some type of way because it was like she was asking me to keep a secret for her. She was telling me something and not giving me a chance to opt out about whether I wanted to know that information or not, and then saying, but you better keep it a secret. And so I responded to her and I said, hi, Rosie. Just want to say that I won't share, but that's mostly because I can't think of a reason why I'd want or need to share at this time. I just want to be clear that when it comes to DMing and stuff, that I don't ever want to be in a place where I'm being asked to keep information private, especially.
So it sounds like from this message, Zachary Michael was trying to set up like healthy boundaries with her. And Roz is like, let's keep secrets together because we're best friends.
When information is being sent to me unsolicited like this, I ended communication with Amberlynn because she was DMing me info in ways that felt manipulative. I don't think you're trying to be manipulative, but I'd rather just not be in a position where I have to hold information secretly. And this is what Rosie...
I'm starting to think Roz is paranoid because of her own behaviors towards others. I agree.
Even today cites as me changing it up.
So many losing weight in chat. And for those of you that are trying to gain weight, my thoughts are with you as well. I know that can be just as difficult as it is to lose weight.
Really got me was I sent them a message thinking that we had this like dynamic because in the past
We were best friends.
I had sent them exclusive tea that I had found about stuff related to 1,000-Pound Sisters, and he was like literally kikiing with me about it in chats. And then
They said it seems like, was his name Caleb, was uncomfortable with a lot of the privacy stuff. So Zachary Michael didn't want to share that.
I turn around to do the same thing on a different topic, and I get this weird ass reply, totally flips on me. I apologize sincerely, and I felt so bad about it. And then he brings shit public.
And her telling of this story, she'd really like you to believe that I had a sudden change up, that this was a different way of responding to her than I'd ever responded before. But the reality is this was a brand new...
It's weird that she was even digging around in Caleb's business in the first place. I think she wanted to be, I don't know if there's a word for it, where you try to make yourself essential at a job so they can't get rid of you, where you want to be noticed and needed
situation.
And I think she wanted that relationship with Zachary Michael where it was like, this person's my friend, they're going to share private information with me, I need them.
Compared to the other things that she'd sent me in the past. Yes, she sent me tea about the 1,000-Pound Sisters. Yes, as I've noted, she sent me some things about Amberlynn and stuff in the past. But all of those things, I feel like she mostly sent to me because she wanted me to use that information in a video. This was a different situation. She was asking me to keep something
essential. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe it is just essential.
a secret for her. And on top of that, it was something that I felt like was weird behavior. I felt like it was unnecessary for her to be prying into Amberlynn's personal life like that when she could just make a video about it or something like that. Like why she felt the need to take on this hero role, this savior of Amberlynn, was really confusing to me. And I didn't
Identify. Some people get paid to poop medical treatments.
It didn't sit well with me at the time. I did eventually bring this up in a video, which is the other thing that she took issue with. She felt like I shared it out of context and in a manipulative way. And she also said that I didn't include that she apologized to me. I will say she did apologize to me.
She should learn to do that more often and actually take accountability for her actions.
But because Rosie went on to make a video about these messages that she sent to Amberlynn, I did share because she told me that I could. In fact, I was traveling for a wedding before this all went down, and she eventually messaged me and said, I hope you had a great time at the wedding. I just want you to know I went fully public about the stuff I told you, so none of it is needed to be kept to yourself. Sorry again for not considering your potential boundary. I never ever want to make you uncomfortable. So let's
look at all those other messages. Can you not look at them after she's already apologized, saying, hey, I've kind of overstepped some lines. I was doing too much. I was acting out of sorts. I'm going to keep sending you paragraphs, and I'm going to send you a screenshot of the paragraph I left you. And then I'm going to send you a screenshot of the screenshot to make sure you saw it.
Very, very clear here that she said I could talk about this publicly. No DMs were leaked by me that I didn't have permission to share. She's just upset because I shared them in a different context than she anticipated them being shared in. And for the record, I tried to talk her out of posting about Amberlynn because, as I have noted, she has said time and time again that she didn't want to be associated with Amberlynn. And so a lot of the text
and then they became friends.
Messages surrounding her sending me these messages was me telling her like, hey,
I didn't consent to this, Amber.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to involve yourself in this. Like, you have a good thing going in your life.
What was the time frame that she was talking to Zachary Michael? Like, how long was she in their DMs? Yes. I know it was February of 2023, or was that the video on Instagram? I think it was in the summer of 2023. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. 2023. But I'm not sure if it was months or how long it extended for.
With the wellness journey and stuff like that, like you don't.
My friend showed me a picture of a horse-drawn carriage. I said, there's no way in hell a horse drew that. Thank you so much, GSH.
Need to bring Amberlynn back onto your channel if you don't want to. The reason I brought them up in a video is because it was at a time where many
and they were roommates.
People were doing things like this, including Rosie, including Amberlynn, and including Brittany, who was the wife of Erica, who had a relationship with Amberlynn. And so I was just making a general PSA to everybody who watched my channel that I don't want to be y'all's secret keeper. Also, at some point,
I think that's a fair statement.
Before that fallout happened, I actually did do a one-time only reaction to Rosie on Twitch where I watched her cook.
Did you know horses have sweaty armpits? I don't believe I did.
Air fryer hot dog chips. Rosie didn't have a problem with that. I mean, that's probably clear with how many times in my DMs she was basically asking me to react to her.
I don't remember it ever asking a reactor to cover me.
Isn't there the clip somewhere? I can't remember where it is, but I know it's been passed around recently where she was like very, very giggly in a YouTube short or a YouTube quick live. It was vertical. And she was like, oh my God, they reacted to me? Oh my God, where? Oh my God, I have to get off live so I can watch it immediately. Oh my God.
But I watch a lot of like weird cooking things on Twitch, and I saw that she had uploaded to that, and I thought that would be funny to watch. And so she was elated, and she even did a reaction on her own channel, but it's now taken down because she doesn't like me. But you can see from this
Nikki T has it? Okay.
person in my Discord letting the Discord know that that she had reacted to my reaction. It did exist once upon a time. See, she was really okay with me laughing about the hot dog chip she was making. It was only when I was critical about her reaching out to Amberlynn and subsequently me that she took issue with me as a creator.
Interesting, in one of those first messages, though, Roz says, you are not fat phobic. You call out people's poor behaviors. I'm going to make a change. Keep calling out people's behaviors.
You know, if we're really thinking about the concept of friendship, I do just want to say,
I'm guessing Roz doesn't do well with Discord. Well, she did pretend to be her ex on Discord.
Real quick, that my real life friends could take criticism like that. The people that know me well could take criticism like that. The people on the internet that I talk to that also have YouTube channels can take criticism like that. One of the things that's great about Charlie and I's relationship is that we regularly give each other feedback and ways to make our channels better and things like that. And like neither of us take it personally because we know we're friends and it's based in wanting each other to be better. So just to be clear, if you're really my friend, you're not going to get upset over me giving you some tough feedback that you maybe don't want to hear. I actually touched on this situation all again earlier this year when Amberlynn broke up with Tommy back in January, and Rosie commented on one of Tommy's Instagram posts.
Didn't she get busted though? Yes, she did. By her ex's current partner. So she said she was trying to find a mole. So she pretended to be her ex and pretended they were getting back together. Somebody leaked that to the partner. The partner called Roz and was like, what the fuck are you doing? And Roz nuked the Discord.
Leading to Amberlynn sending several unhinged DMs to Rosie, who, by the way, was more than happy, despite not wanting anything to do with Girl World, was more than happy to run to Twitter and post all the screenshots of her DMs with Amberlynn to expose Amberlynn. I can leave a link to that video down below for brevity's sake, but it also should be noted that Rosie never left Girl World, despite the many times she publicly stated that she didn't want to be associated with it. So that
I think this video is from January. I have to look. Hold on. When is this video from? 8 months ago. August 1st, 2025. Wow, my timeline was very off with that one. How many times since August has Roz said she's no longer involved with Girl World, but then she's been in Pulpy's chat, Milky Chai?
brings us to where we're at now. You might be wondering, well, why are we talking about all of this now? These DMs are from like a year ago, 2 years ago in some cases. Well, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do still occasionally pop into Rosie's streams. Not every single one, but I have no problem taking ownership of the weird shit that I watch on the internet, and that includes Rosie's live streams. And in the past week, she's been talking about me in those live streams a lot. And that's not to say she's not allowed to talk about me or have an opinion about me. I really don't care. I have a lot of internet opinions about other people on the internet. People are certainly welcome to have opinions about me. But it is to say that she's saying a lot of fucked up shit that just continues to have me reflect on the weird.
She's desperate to be a part of Girl World. Staying out of DMs is my policy. I had a bad experience with DMs. She is desperate. And it's, I think, why she also tries to get an autism diagnosis, and she wants to be this and she wants to be that. She just wants to fit in, which is kind of sad. It's just that whole lack of identity thing, because she summed up her identity to being a big girl on the internet. Even with the Fifi content, that's the only time she was really talked about and being wanted and desirable and being sexy.
Social friendliness that she's had with me. One day I put her stream up just randomly, and somebody in her chat asked her why she thought Charlie Gold was reacting to her.
I don't know why Charlie Gold and Zachary Michael are like BFFs, and I don't fuck with Zach, and I've said some strong words about Zach, and it was not long after that that Charlie put her sights on me, so do with that information what you will.
Shout out Charlie.
If you know anything about Charlie, you might be thinking, oh, Charlie's probably reacting to Rosie because Charlie reacts to train wrecks who make horrible, bad decisions in their life. And that's exactly what Rosie does on a regular basis. And you'd be right. But Rosie, who's very, very wrong about the reason that Charlie's covering her, makes the claim that it's because Charlie's my bestie and Charlie wasn't happy that Rosie had so much shit to say about me. If you're new to Charlie Gold, that's a narrative that comes up a lot for her. A lot of people seem to think that Charlie fights other people's battles for them and things like that when it's nothing of the sort. Rest assured, I could deal with Rosie in my own ways, and I currently am. And I've never asked Charlie to react to anybody or comment on anything for my sake. Charlie's just a human like me and you that has eyes and can see what kind of a train wreck Rosie really is. In this very same stream, somebody also asks.
I like that ZM and Charlie are besties. And I think it's okay. Like, let's say you do have a good relationship with somebody online. I think it's okay to say that and be like, I also don't appreciate that you're talking about my friends like this. I think that's okay. Rosie, what you said all over the internet is that ZM turned on you and chasing after you and Charlie, being ZM's friend, called you out on your bullshit. Why chipify hot dogs? She put them in the air fryer. Hi, Danny.
About her
if my DMs get leaked, I said what I said. Mel's, I wouldn't leak ours.
asking
I mean, it doesn't matter. I just mean for other people's eyeballs.
reactors to react to her and claims that she never did that. But she did ask me to react to Planet with a Palette.
I know that early on, I asked Zachary and Michael to cover someone that I used to be friends with.
And despite those two examples of her already talking about me in her stream, when somebody asks a follow-up question about why she doesn't like me, in this stream, she declines to comment because she doesn't like to talk about me.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that.
Oh, good question. Charlie, did she ever reach out to you?
I don't really talk much about Zach nowadays because...
And just to set the scene moving forward, the other thing you need to know about this past weekend is that Rosie recently started dating a man. She's known him for about 2 weeks. Last week, this man was doxxed with the very limited info that Rosie put out onto the
This is the Jeff era.
internet while talking about him in her live streams. And to be clear, I don't condone doxing. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. And Rosie is hardly even my worst enemy. All of Rosie's content has been talking about this man. It's been cooking for
It's so different than it is now. Whenever Roz gets in a relationship, she never talks about having a boyfriend.
this man. It's been cooking for this man's parents. It's been getting ready to go see this man, talking about what
Charlie said she was all up in her comment section during last night's stream. I don't know about her reaching out personally.
she did with this man. This man has been her life source
Rosie has never reached out to me, but she used to be in my comment section telling me how much she loved how real I was with my commentary.
for 2 weeks on the internet. Now, when this man was doxxed, people on the internet found out that he had an arrest record for theft. And they also found a Facebook
Shut up.
post with his mugshot.
Me, not you.
And people in the comments of that post accusing him of child sexual assault. And that's a separate conversation that many other people are having
Thank you so much.
very serious and needed conversations about in regards
Yes, if you guys haven't liked the video, if you want to tickle it under the chin, I'd be very appreciative.
to Rosie. Because also in a live stream recently, Rosie defended this man that she's only known for 2 weeks.
Everyone has a story in their own shit. Nobody is perfect. How about we give some grace for things we know absolutely nothing about? Yep.
I don't fucking care whether I know if it's true or not. If someone makes that allegation, right? Within 2 weeks, are you going to keep talking to that person? You met him at breakfast. Why the fuck would you stay with that person? Defend them. Why? What's the reason? Why not distance yourself? You already fucked their sister. Thanksgiving's going to be real awkward.
Because I'm not joking. If I was lied to, which I don't think I was, but if I was,
Right.
and there was a real victim in a real crime, then there needs to be a real police report and a real arrest warrant.
Like I said, I'm not sure what the statistics are now. Previously, 7 out of 100 people that were accused spent a single night in jail. A lot of the time, people aren't believed for reasons like this. Sometimes people are scared. Sometimes you're like, there's no point. So shut the fuck up. Say it again for me, Roz.
And there was a real victim in a real crime, then there needs to be a real police report and a real arrest warrant.
Roz, as an individual, where you made the police report, I would hope that maybe you can step back and have more grace for victims. Oh, yes, Rhea.
That's what I'm sticking
Had a big shout out.
for that. So
And I think that speaks to the kind of person that Rosie is, despite her having no evidence or proof that he did or did not do these things. And also something I want you to remember is that she's complained incessantly that it's weird that people on the internet would dive into her life like that, because in her words, she's just a fat bitch who eats food on the internet.
Oh, she's also now says, I'm fat and I'm mentally unwell.
people need to get a life. What's there to react to? Yeah.
It's the audacity, because didn't Roz claim to be a victim? Yes, Danny.
Oh my God, a fat bitch on the internet's talking to a guy. Oh.
Maybe because the woman has issues, the police were not an option, which is why her father was addressing it. And I believe it came out, they were either a vulnerable adult.
Oh my God, she's eating
So they might not even have been able to share their story.
on live. Holy shit. There's a
Mentally ill, thank you.
There's a person that used to be part of my community, part of my Discord. They infiltrated as a troll. Well, they've taken upon themselves to be the one to dox. His name's Jeff. I already talked to him about it. And then the following day went ahead and leaked his entire legal name, which is so fucked up.
Holy titties, thank you.
I don't have words. So as everything was coming out, and I got some emails. So Jenna emailed me and kind of gave me some of the details, just so I knew what was known.
Thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships. Polly, Run 'em Up, Oh Wise One, Tear Bear, Cleveland Kitten. Please enjoy your blowies. Thank you so much, Lily.
For the most part. And then once that happened, one of my closer friends kind of went and dug in.
I still also remember their first date was to a swinger karaoke bar with Jeff's mom.
And kind of gave me the highlights. He was doxxed. And then there's some seriously hardcore crackpot theories going around and accusations that are so defamatory, out of pocket, disgusting, that it's almost funny because it's so stupid that they're trying to spend.
This view is inappropriate. Who gave her bed sheets as a gift? Jeff's mom.
In a narrative that he's this bad guy because he had an Instagram account where, as a joke, it's not even his current one. it's not even his current one. Like from when he was younger, as a joke, he had the word corn star in his bio, and apparently that makes him a creep. And apparently it's a big deal that he likes Victoria Justice or something. Like I was being.
I think it's more problematic that he had multiple restraining orders against him. Baker acted himself because he didn't want to deal with the consequences of his actions, and the big alleged essay against a vulnerable adult. That's enough to, I think, walk away from a situation.
Like the narrative that was being spun, and I started cackling because they're trying so hard to like.
Shameful. From what I remember as an adult, however, it's still disgusting for her to defend him in that situation, even when she claims to be a victim. As actually a victim, it's infuriating.
Ruin this.
You miss the Jeff era wild
for me, or like fuck this up in some way.
Just to be clear, that's not directly related to me, but it did happen this.
How many months ago is August? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Okay, 8 months.
Past weekend at the same time, while she also took moments in her stream to talk.
I know she said she's made huge changes in her content in the last 6 months. I don't know where.
Shit about me. So the really funny part.
You know what? I'll give Roz this. We're not constantly in vertical anymore.
The story is
snaps for Roz.
That this past Sunday morning, I was supposed to meet up with some friends to see a movie. Typically, when I leave Poe by himself, I try to put on like a Twitch streamer that I really like and enjoy that I know will be streaming for several hours so that I can support the content creator and Poe has something to listen to while I'm gone. Nobody was streaming on Twitch.
Hey, Long White. The Jeff era was a mess. Rosie was not expecting the rush of backlash. I think she is hyper-focused on being wanted, so it didn't matter that there was backlash. Someone was going to claim her.
So I went to YouTube, and I saw that Rosie was streaming, and I was like...
I'm thankful Kirby got out. I will say that.
Like, it's unconventional, but she has been streaming for like 3 to 5 hours at a time, so certainly she'll be live the whole time that I'm gone.
The only thing she's done different, aside from streaming horizontally, is that she doesn't peddle her Amazon wishlist 24/7 anymore. That's because it's gone. But she did mention, I think in her last live, that she's... going to get a P.O. box soon, that she's trying to save up for a P.O. box?
With my friends. So imagine my surprise when I turn on Rosie and right as I put her on the TV.
No, Funkle. So the vulnerable adult situation is different. The reason he Baker acted himself is he broke into a friend's house, damaged a ton of property, ended up with 3 restraining orders. And then after, like, he stole a guitar. I think he broke like 3 windows or something. Yeah. But because of that, Baker acted himself.
She starts talking about me! Mind you, just 2 days prior to this, Miss Man was saying she doesn't like to talk about me. And now she's back to talking about me. Rosie said a lot in this stream, and I don't really know if every detail is super worth talking about in this video. And maybe I'll talk about some of it, and maybe...
Wow, I guess she can't live without them free spatulas and protein Pop-Tarts.
Maybe I'll talk about...
And shrimp keychains.
Some of it at a different time. And a lot of it I've likely already peppered into other places in this video to try to make some points. She goes on to talk about how she eventually got over the fallout that she had with me, but somehow still found her way to Reddit threads that were about me.
And then some time passed, and I got over it, and I started like seeing things through a different lens. And I realized, you know, I just thought everybody liked Zach, and then I found the Snark page, and I saw there were these different, like, they were basically calling out things that I figured out from an interpersonal interaction with them.
And she also, in this stream, continues.
Why the fuck would someone who is crying online about creepy strangers sending her shit to her door open a P.O. box for strangers to send shit to her? I know there was a conversation about Throne at one point that she was looking into that instead, but like I said, that was her most recent live. She's like, people trying to break in, get me pizzas that are unpaid for. I should open a P.O. box where I have no control of what people are sending me.
To preface that she found out things about me on that Reddit that she already knew from an interpersonal relationship she had with me. And I just want to be very clear that this woman doesn't know me truly any better than most of the people in my audience. We've had some shallow conversations about 1,000 Pound Sisters and Girl World tea at most. Anything she knows about my personal life is because I've shared those things publicly with my audience. She really doesn't know anything more than what you all know. But the thing that really set me over the edge with Miss Rosie in this live stream is that she goes on to discuss that the biggest issue she has with me right now is that I don't take care of my dog. Please make sure to note how many times she said things like, I don't want to misspeak while talking about that.
I think my biggest issue is Zach right now is no one's talking about the situation with Poe. And
this is the one thing I believe she has since apologized for, but she still hasn't apologized to my knowledge about how she talked about their previous partner and how involved she was on the Reddit post, things like that.
And all of that, because so few people watch his Twitch. And it's fascinating to me how more people aren't calling out the hypocrisy of Zachary Michael and the fact that he's not properly taking care of his dog. And
she apologized, but then claimed psychosis, which in my opinion takes back the apology.
Like, people just aren't talking about it because it's Zach, and he and me doing this now is like probably gonna start some shit, but it's just how I feel. And it's like when your dog's having a problem and the vet tells you that you should do something about it and you just decide to throw more anxiety pills because it's easier, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Bottom line. And when it comes to animals, I'm play. And there's just like there's a bunch of
You want an axolotl?
other shit. But I don't fuck with Zachary Michael. Never meet your idols. Yeah, and that's the mistake that I made, was I looked up to a reactor. That was a mistake. You're on point. Thank you, Spooky Boo. That's really interesting to know all this. Gives more insight. Thanks for explaining. I also had no idea something was going on with Poe. Yeah, it's been like, it was like an ongoing thing. I don't know if there's been any updates or not. I don't keep up with it as heavily. So that was a while back, and I don't want to, Chelsea, thank you. I don't want to like misspeak, and I don't want to say like,
Well, you just said that previous remark with a lot of conviction. So why do you mean you don't want to misspeak?
like for certain.
You are throwing out some intense thoughts, but saying you don't want to misspeak.
That I know something if I don't. It's been a minute. My understanding of the situation that I remember it was that he went to the vet and there was like some like medical issue going on, and there's just been like stuff around like Poe and taking anxiety pills and stuff, and the vet said either like do these testings and this option that would cost more money, or or I think it was like that, or up the anxiety medication, or Zach just decided to up it, and that's the I don't remember, so I don't want to misspeak. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say anything.
If you all are curious about any of that situation, Zachary Michael has addressed it multiple times and has several videos about it. So if that is something you are interested in, there are plenty of videos discussing the conversation on their channel. Scar, I've witnessed psychotic episodes. This is nothing even close, for fuck's sake. Psychosis isn't an excuse or a joke. People damage themselves frequently and certainly aren't well enough to live stream daily.
As fact, if I'm not confident, he didn't want to treat the dog. Yeah, that's what I remember, Spooky Boo.
She's since streamed on her platforms.
Was she listening to FFG? They were taking care of Poe. So at one point they were in contact, FFG and Roz. So speaking of another reaction channel, and Shannon, Foodie Beauty's ex-best friend / I guess they are civil now, was a mod for Roz.
Since the stream happened and people have brought this up to her, and she said things like, well, that's what Reddit said.
I didn't fabricate any stories about Zachary Michael. I discussed what I saw on Reddit. So people are fabricating on Reddit. They were fabricating on Reddit, girl. I don't know.
But you also spoke about it with a lot of conviction.
I'll tell you.
And that's what everybody on the internet is talking about.
Oh, he got mad at the Poe stuff? Take care of your dog then.
Yeah, psychosis.
He's just going to pick a fight with me instead
I didn't know that lore.
of the whole fucking internet that's talking about it.
And so I guess because somebody on the internet has this opinion, it must be true. That's how the internet works, of course. So I'm sure then she'll understand the logic that people are using when they talk about this new man in her life that was recently doxxed, and people on Facebook.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, she was critical of FFG during the BBJ situation. I'll say that. Like, she was like, that's kind of weird going in real life. And then FFG distanced herself, I believe, and started kind of being shady towards Roz. But yes, Shannon was a mod.
Accused him of CSA, right, Rosie? That's how that logic works? That's how it works, right? Oh, interesting enough, she goes on to say that when talking about this situation with her boyfriend, it's just people trying to say malicious things about her on the internet.
All of this was judged up with malicious intent. All of this was judged up against everybody's will.
Even if people, let's say it came out, right? At the end of the day, it's still dangerous for you. So if you didn't know about this, this was kind of, I mean, no, don't go in real life, but this kind of would have been a reason like, oh, I don't want to involve myself with this individual.
All of this was brought to light by very malicious people who have done multiple things to attack me and to infiltrate my community and to just in general mess with me in my life. And it's pathetic.
Mind you, the people accusing this man of these things have nothing to do with Rosie on the internet. They are not in Rosie's audience. They are not in Girl World audience. They are people that know this man in real life. I will also say, obviously, what I'm doing to take care of my dog is incredibly different than the very serious thing that was alleged to have happened with her boyfriend. But it's crazy to me that she can use this logic of people on Reddit said this to be true, so I believe it, but then gets mad when people on the internet find allegations about her boyfriend.
Scar, how long have you been covering Roz? Since right after the stay at the hospital for her chest pain. It was like in the throes of the Jeff situation.
And says, oh, that's just people trying to be malicious about me. I don't know, Rosie. Could it be possible that people...
Has Roz ever tried to talk to you? Oh, no. Everyone. I don't think she knows I exist. I'm delusional in that sense, but I'm going to pretend she has no idea who I am, that she's never been over here. I know her mods have been, but we're going to pretend she has no clue about me.
People are maliciously viewing me taking care of my dog as neglect. And since we're here and we're talking about it, and Rosie, unfortunately, isn't the only person having discussions on the internet about whether or not I take good care of my dog, let me just really tell you the whole situation. The entire premise of this argument about me neglecting Poe and neglecting Poe's healthcare relies on them believing a...
No. I was talking about Charlie Gold. I was reading her comment.
Story of me taking Poe to the vet.
Wasn't Shannon racist? Yes.
Several times.
Wow,
they're taking this from me sharing on Twitch that when Poe went to get his last dental cleaning, I also brought a urine sample for them to do a urine analysis on because he had been having an increased abnormal amount of accidents in the house. I know as a good pet parent that could be a sign of a UTI, so I asked them if they could do a test to see if he had a UTI. I also had a big feeling that it could be related to this ongoing anxiety and stress he'd been experiencing and I'd been discussing with my vet for a matter of 1 to 2 years.
Hey, Dominic.
Like even before my breakup, even before Judy passed away. When the analysis came back,
Judy was such a cutie.
they found out that he didn't have a UTI, but they did notice that there were crystals in his urine that could be related to bladder stones. They also said that sometimes...
Oh, this has nothing to do with anything. Have y'all heard that Amberlynn Reed's kidney stone is still going strong? Talk to a doctor. It's been like 10 years, madam.
And these are
Come on.
just in the urine of older dogs like Poe. The vet suggested, though, that we do an x-ray just to make sure that there weren't bladder stones. So I got Poe the x-ray. The x-ray came back and the bladder didn't have any stones in it, but they felt like it looked like the bladder was positioned weird in his body. So they suggested we do an ultrasound. I got an ultrasound. Actually, one of my friends who's a vet tech at the vet that I go to was the person that did Poe's ultrasound. The ultrasound came back and they said that his prostate was a little bit larger than it normally would be in a dog like him. When the vet called me to talk about this, the vet immediately asked me, the first thing the vet asked me was, when did Poe get neutered? I told her that he got neutered right before we adopted him from the rescue, so he was about 5 years old. She said that she asked because typically when dogs get neutered too young, it can lead to prostate cancer. But because he wasn't neutered too young, it could also just be normal growth of the prostate. I talked at length for probably 30 to 60 minutes with my vet about the various options and things that we could.
Also, how much a person uses to extend a pet's life is nobody's business. It's so personal and complicated. And Foodie Beauty recently said, if she ever had an animal diagnosed with cancer, just make the kind decision and put it down. Like, don't even look at treatment options, just put it down. Although she said with BG, because she has pet insurance, maybe she would, get that treated.
To resolve Poe's issues. One of the things the vet offered as an option was to change up his medication for his anxiety and address the anxiety, which was a problem that we'd already been working on.
You met a wiener dog today named Jam?
For a long time with him. She did also offer me the opportunity to do an additional test to see if he had cancer, and it was a more complicated test where he would have to go in for the whole day. He would have to, they would have to take regular urine samples from him and do a special test, and it costs a lot of money. I think the part where people are interpreting that I neglected him is that I think on the stream when I talked about it, I said, wow, yeah, I just spent a ton of money on all of those other tests, all of those other procedures, and if there was another option that I could address first, and an option that I had been already pursuing addressing, that I wanted to do that first before I went and spent a bunch of money. The vet said we can always do this test down the line if things don't get better. There was
reminder, even after this, Roz continued to talk, right? Roz was still on Reddit posts. Zachary Michael is explaining the situation again. They had already explained it. They still have had to explain it again. Well, they didn't have to, but I mean, they've addressed it multiple times because people are still talking about it.
Never a world where if...
And Roz, like I said, has apologized for this aspect, but then once again said it was psychosis and things. It's my mental health. Now she refers to 2025 as the lost year because of her mental health.
At worse, where I wouldn't have taken Poe in, to get them addressed. I also want to say that one of my actual legitimate real life best friends is a veterinarian, and she's always been so supportive of me whenever I've needed help or advice with my dogs. In particular, she was like particularly close to me
Crab life.
whenever Judy passed, and she was literally on a vacation with her husband and took my phone calls to help guide me through the process of what was the best thing to do for Judy. She looked over all of Judy's blood work at the time, let me know that like we were making the right choices and things like that. And so it's just like, I did so many checks and balances to make sure that I was doing what I felt was the best thing to do for my dog. What Rosie failed to include in her—
I'm so sorry, Debbie. I'd go hungry for my dog. I'd put myself in debt for my pet. Those are my decisions, and those choices are personal.
video is—
Was members only canceled tonight? Yes. She has it rescheduled for Sunday. I don't know if that means Sunday she's not making that one member's content live now, the one from 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. Or a week ago? 2 weeks ago. I don't know. And then I'm not sure if that means she's going to put the Cook With Me Part 2 up tomorrow. Who knows?
that I've talked multiple times on my Twitch streams about how much better Poe is doing, about how he's had way less accidents. I even keep a log in my phone of any time he does have an accident, and I make notes of like things in the day that might have caused it or might have impacted him in terms of having said accident. I have plans to go back and get more blood work in the future. At this point,
Oh, I hope your errands go fantastic. Pet parenting can be
he's
heartbreaking.
considered a senior dog, so we go to the vet twice a year. And I've also even had discussions with both my friend and his actual vet about the ways that we could potentially get like a behavioral specialist to help out in the future. When I had that 30 to 60 minute conversation with the vet about Poe's health and well-being, I was very distressed, as I thought I was going to potentially be losing my dog. I had only lost Judy a year prior. Poe's been literally the only consistent thing in my life in the past year.
And that's such a hard conversation as well. Zachary had recently gotten out of a relationship. Judy had passed away. Like, I can only imagine having to go through this over and over again.
Never anticipated that I would end 2025 and not have Judy and also not have the person that I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life. The thought of losing Poe devastated me. I swear on my life that like I would never not do everything in my power to take care of Poe. I said this on stream the other day, but I wake up every day and thank Poe for being in my life. I tell him I love him. I tell him he's my best friend. To be quite honest, like there were many days this past year, perhaps this is oversharing, but I don't actually give a fuck. There were many days this past year that the only reason I got out of bed for the day was because I had to take care of Poe, because I knew he needed me to. And for that, I'm just so grateful for him. I'm so grateful that he's still here today, that I'm still here today because I love him and I would do anything for that fucking dog. So shut the fuck up, Rosie. So anyways, all of that I shared in a Twitch stream once upon a time led Rosie to the idea that I'm neglecting.
Calling them an abuser and saying they faked mental illness was actually sociopathy. Wow, on her part. Are we talking about Amberlynn Reed?
My dog. Despite several vet appointments that she's basing this on, me talking about these vet appointments, despite me spending hundreds of dollars on him, and her assumption is that I'm taking the easy way out by throwing pills at him. And all I can say is that this is very rich coming from a person who can barely take care of herself. Before you worry about Poe's well-being, consider worrying about that messy-ass kitchen, Rosie.
Roz had just gotten out of the hospital at this point. She believed she might be having a heart attack, and the first thing she did was pack some snacky snacks.
Before worrying about Poe's health,
That'd be a wonderful appointment, Glam.
maybe try worrying about that untreated type 2 diabetes. And before worrying about what I'm doing with Poe on a day-to-day basis, how about you try worrying about the alleged child predator that you've been dating? You may have noticed that in this stream, she also talked about how
Hurt me.
she never
And I'm not even involved.
watches my Twitch streams because they're so boring.
So few people watch his Twitch. So
Packing snacks for the ER is wild. Why do you think you're having a heart attack? And then when she got out of the fucking hospital, you know what she did? She inventoried her fridge. She wasn't like, yeah, now I'm gonna fucking take care of myself. Like, that was really scary. They held me for days. That could have been very bad. The fact that I thought it was a heart attack, maybe I should take myself more seriously. No, nope.
I would never spend my time watching his Twitch because it's so boring. But I'll read the recaps, and I've been reading them for a while. And
Oh my fucking God, that startled me too. I'm so glad I finally went ahead and made a Twitch account. I hated Twitch because my ex was super into it, but I finally was like, F it last night. I watched some of the VOD. I had so much fun. For everything you've done to help me, I just wanted to support you a little. I've told you multiple times, but you really have helped me so much. So this feels like a fraction of a paycheck. I don't know if you saw, but I was number 11 to support your factor code. And I plan to share your code when I do non-biased factor reviews on my channel. And I'll be in your chat probably regularly because that was so fun. Truly, I've been battling my depression like hell. And I was laughing to the plaint of almost crying once or twice. Keep up the grind, Zach. You're amazing at what you do, and a lot of people care about you. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised how many people would love to hear the chat sections of your streams on Twitter. Well, that's creepy. Some of the hardest parts of engagement is cross-platforming, as I'm sure you know. A lot of people are like me, and as I read in a comment recent, music, we would watch you read a phone book if you streamed it. Lol. I really owe you for that advice you gave me recently. I really got close to fucking myself up again. Your integrity is refreshing.
YouTube.
She had to inventory to make sure Levi hadn't eaten her food. Bash. Why is she asleep? What is she doing? What? Why are we doing this?
But yeah, Rosie says that everything she knows about me comes from Reddit and she'd never watch my boring streams. But interestingly enough, Miss Ma'am doesn't really understand how Twitch works.
She fell asleep on it? Oh.
She doesn't really have a concept
Hey.
of what happens behind the scenes. And she
She should sit up.
doesn't know that Twitch streamers can literally...
Where's her CPAP? She doesn't have a CPAP. She hasn't been assessed for sleep apnea in quite some time. She has been assessed once.
They see who's
quite a while and 100 pounds ago.
lurking in their streams at any given moment. And so it's funny, she did this stream this past Sunday and I streamed the following Monday. And would you want to take a guess, want to take a gander at who was logged into twitch.tv/TheZacharyMike to catch your Zachary Michael live stream?
Yeah, so Roz was in there. Oh.
Made up some excuses for why she was there.
No, I'm not.
I thought she had a pappy like Chantal. I think it would help her a lot. She also has a really bad sleep pattern, which a lot of people are insomniacs, but she has really poor sleep hygiene. She's constantly eating in bed. She's not going to sleep until like 8 a.m. So she's not waking up until 5 p.m.
No, I'm not. I'd have to actually watch the stream.
How dare you guys see my name?
What?
Her hair was kind of cute here. It looks a little more put together. And even today, I think if she like took care of it and just came on, like I'm not asking her to do a full face of makeup, things like that, but just coming on looking clean would be a great start.
In the past, I've recapped other Girl World stuff, but not ZM. Yeah, I popped in to unfollow him because I re-downloaded Twitch. Bad Guy, what day was it I watched your stream?
Are they going to talk about Bad Guy? Bad Guy is, what is their name? Drag? Who used to be friends with Life of a Free Spirit and was always shirtless.
2 or 3 days ago, I re-downloaded Twitch, so I went ahead and unfollowed Zach because I never unfollowed him back from when I was a viewer. So yeah,
And you were viewing this stream.
wasn't there today. That is correct. That's the first time, I think, since I like stopped messing around with his content. But Zachary Michael has nothing to do with this video. I don't want to talk about him. I said what I said and I meant what I said. I don't even think I stuck around for 5 minutes.
I think it was longer than 5 minutes. I think she was in there for quite some while. Scar, why can't you always be shirtless? I feel like YouTube would hit me.
Was it 5 or... It had to be about 5 minutes. Because I did see him scroll through his videos and I saw he's been watching all my lives. But when I saw that, I just kind of went, okay, and I bounced. Because I was like, I didn't know if he was going to start talking about anything that
Danny, that's what I remember
I
too.
didn't want to, like, be around for. So...
She looks so dolphinish. I am very upset with Charlie's Discord because anytime I open up Roz's section, it takes me to the dolphin. Every time. I can't escape a dolphin.
Notice how it went so quickly from I don't watch him to I was just there to unfollow him to I was there for 5 to 10 minutes and I saw he watched all of my streams. But since we're on the topic of Rosie getting her information from Reddit, how about we talk about her behavior over there? I got a DM from...
Okay, but where is Foodie? I know she said she's going live tonight on Kick. I'm not sure where she is. Sometimes I'll think she'll travel and then she'll just pop up ceiling.
Somebody that said, if you were ever like, I wonder who these people who post snark content about me on Reddit are, sleep well knowing one of them is literally Rosie. It was accompanied by these screenshots of Rosie taking ownership in her Discord of a Reddit account she used.
Methinks thou doth protest too much. She is a gaslighter. She's a liar. She tries to make her audience seem crazy and then she blames reaction channels, like with her talking about Texas and her Instagram. It was up for at least 12 minutes where she said she was going to be traveling to Texas. Her chat was like, oh, are you excited? She deleted it, like I said, 12 minutes later. But her chat was like, are you excited to go to Texas? Like, are you looking forward to it? Are you worried about the trip? And she's like, what are you guys talking about? Texas? You guys are making up shit. Shut up. I never said Texas. It never happened. You guys are a bunch of fucking liars.
That was featured in a video by The Ankle. And for what it's worth, in very recent live streams, she has acknowledged that she had an account on Reddit that was discovered, and then she made a second account that she uses now. While I feel fairly confident I know what the new account is, I don't actually have any like solid definitive proof to say that it's her, so...
Since then, they've been able to put out the videos where Roz is still engaging more in, well, I don't know about today, but she was engaging more in the Reddit, and Zachary Michael had those receipts as well.
I won't include any of that content in this particular video. And for the purposes of this conversation, we'll just stick to the account that was called OK Speed. My response to the person who sent me that was, what a loser. And then to be honest with you, I kindly asked them not to send me any screenshots of things that were about me, and specifically things that were about my relationship ending and stuff like that, because quite honestly, I'm only just now in a place where like I can talk about those things without crashing out and spiraling. And the person was very respectful and said that they would do that, and I appreciate that from them.
Yeah.
So what I did instead was just set those screenshots aside in a folder on my computer so that when the time came and I needed them or wanted to see them, I had them and I could go look into them myself. So now that I'm in a better place where I can talk about these things, I think there's at least one thing here that we can talk about that makes Rosie seem pretty hypocritical, which, mind you, one of her alleged problems with me, one of the things she hates the most about me is my fakeness, that I'm manipulative, and apparently I'm just constantly a hypocrite, all of which would never apply to her. So imagine my...
I'm very excited. Mills, thank you for gifting 5 channel memberships. Druid, Addicted to Cold Brew, Andy, Kitchen Zombie, Vinny, please enjoy your blowies, and thank you so much, Mills.
Surprise on the weekend that her alleged CSA boyfriend was doxxed and everybody's talking about it. When I went to look through her posts on this account that were about me, I discovered that she was commenting on a post that was speculating about a random gay man that lived in Chicago that my ex may or may not be dating. We're talking about...
And I don't think Roz has apologized for any of those behaviors yet.
Somebody who absolutely never, ever asked to be a part of the internet, of this circus, of this part of my life. And Rosie's out here making comments about it. And sure, I agree, she didn't dox that person. She didn't make the initial post. But it's so weird to me that you think you're exempt from people talking about your personal life and people talking about...
Rosie and J-Bay sound exactly alike and are starting to look very similar.
Your alleged CSA boyfriend, your alleged predator boyfriend. You think you're exempt from that when you've been doing that on the internet yourself, Diva. Why are you delving into the life of a random man that I've never met, that you've never met?
Can we also say, okay, this is just my opinion alone. I also find it so weird that Roz, when referring to Rimjob in the beginning, stated he was so mature for his age. I don't like that.
In Chicago.
I don't like it.
Chicago. Oh, is it okay because you think that he might be dating my ex and that's some kind of gotcha moment on me, Rosie? Is that what you think? You think that's just chill and that's okay? No, it's weird. You're weird. It's weird for somebody who allegedly, apparently...
This is about Jeff Muse.
Says that they got over the ways that I personally wronged them to be sitting in a subreddit about me, talking about me on a regular basis. You're weird. Nobody should have...
Creepy comment. Yeah, I just find it odd. Like, I'm not alleging anything. I just don't like that sentence, and the princess thing is weird, like you guys were mentioning. I know some people do it, but usually people are like, oh my gosh, they treat me like a queen. Princess.
Have their personal lives and...
I feel like Roz wants to be younger than she is. Rimjob so desperately wishes he was born in the 90s. Roz so desperately wants to be 22.
interrogated like that. I understand that's part of the territory, unfortunately, with being on the internet, but it's also why I've always defended Amberlynn and Chantal when people have been weird and gone into their personal lives in weird ways.
It hits 80 and I want to cry. Buns, you also are going to freeze to death.
Because it's weird. I also think it's weird that people searched out this guy. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe you could learn something from this. Maybe you could be like, hey, this guy has very serious allegations. Maybe that's not somebody I want to be associated with.
Especially considering that when it came out that Amberlynn was dating a known feeder, she made it a point to get into Amberlynn's DMs and warn her about it. So you'd think Rosie would take some signs from the internet saying that she was potentially in a relationship with a predator a little bit more seriously, but nothing stands in the way of Rosie and her getting dick down.
That's true. Yeah, even if it's in the middle of email trauma, this bitch will fly to Texas to meet a stranger.
Nevertheless, none of us
That women are not harder to kidnap.
deserve to have people delving into our lives like that. But you want to sit here and call me a hypocrite when you're out here doing these things that you
It's always a princess in a video game, though, so maybe she wants Remy to see her that way, like a damsel in distress.
don't like that are being done to you. So once again, Rosie, your behavior's weird. You thinking you had any kind of relationship with me, parasocial or not, is weird. There's so many things that could be said about you that I didn't come close to touching on in this video, just to be clear. But let's be very honest. When you said
Are they being extra spicy or are they just fed up? They're being spicy.
in your recent live stream that I'm becoming what I react to,
And it's just, as I've been reading the Twitch recaps, it's just, in every recap, at least one person in the comments always says, like, he's become what he's reacted to. It's actually crazy.
you're projecting all of your own biggest insecurities about the Chantal and Amberlynn morphling that you've become. Let me just count a few of the ways that you've become some weird abomination of Chantal and Amberlynn put together. Failed weight loss attempts.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Gross cooking and eating on camera, a dirty, filthy home, defending an alleged predator in effort to get dick down, yearning for my friendship and adoration and throwing a fit when you don't get it. And that's probably not even half of it. Just the stuff that seems relevant in the past week. I'm not going to be your friend, Rosie. I don't want to be your parasocial friend. Stop writing fan fiction about me on the internet.
This was such a classic girl world moment. This is the closest we've gotten to Dramageddon 2017. I've been chasing for years.
Get back to being concerned about yourself, diva. I know this was an insanely long video, but I felt like it needed to be said, so here I am saying it.
I'm glad we all got to rewatch it together. Like I said, it just had me thinking, whenever she's been rewriting the narrative again, I knew Zachary Michael had like documented it very well. Like they're great at receipts. I knew they documented it and I wanted to look at it. Was it psychosis? Was Roz in psychosis as she was doing very awkward, weird things?
Okay, it needed to be said and I'm glad I said it. So that's
Not to our knowledge, digital. This is just a retro react to Zachary Michael reading off their messages between them and Roz.
really all I have. That's really all I've got. But thanks so much for watching and listening to what I had to say about this topic. If you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Just for the record, I don't know that I'm going to become some kind of Rosie content channel either.
Well, I'm very excited that you are covering their content now. Y'all, we made it. Make sure you guys are subscribed to them. They have lots of great content. Make sure you're subscribed to all of these creators in our sphere. There's a ton of good content if you just need something in your ear when you guys are cleaning or doing the damn thing, or if you just want to sit down and listen. That's cool too. But I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Wash your hair, brush your teeth, pee after sex, talk to your healthcare providers before starting or ending a medication. I don't know what this weekend's going to look like. If Roz uploads tomorrow, then we'll see. But everyone be safe and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Feels like we're dancing in the eye of the storm.